All right, we are live. Thank you for hanging out this beautiful Friday evening for another unboxing, man. Yeah. So today's X-23 by XM Studios. Excited to pull this statue out, take a look at it, do a nice review, and have some shenanigans after. Shout out to Walton that's on the chat right now. So thank you for watching. We got our boy Marcos, the man that's assumingly always right.
Right. I like how it's catching on. I love how it's catching on. Now every now it's in the ether. You know, it's in the ether. That's why my whole goal was.
In the silliness factor.
That's right. Yeah. There's categories for that, Marcos. There's categories, and then we got our boy FBJ in the house. Thank you for joining us tonight here at this panel, man.
What up? Yeah, thanks for having me, man. Happy to be here. Excited to be a part of this unboxing. Crossing fingers, man. Hopefully, no issues. And are you drunk?
Me? No, I stopped drinking.
All right, so it should be a smooth unboxing then.
Yeah. I stopped drinking.
Whoa, is that shade at me? Is that shade at me?
Don't drink and unbox.
Guys, I keep telling you, I was blackout drunk and I put that guts together after the show. Not blackout.
Sounds like what Mark is trying to say. He's 100% right. Don't do whatever he does. That is the appropriate approach.
No, don't do what I did on the show. Be sober and do it. Do it when you're drunk as hell.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I do look like a Tony Montana. His underling. Chico.
And then we got a new guest too, Mr. MCL. I don't know what happened to the legend, but MCL's in the house. So Lane for jumping in. Thank you.
Is that MC Light?
I would say that medial cruciate ligament right there. So that's what I deal with my job right there. MCL. Yeah. Elaine, you just tear MCL, dude. Is that what you're saying?
No. You were not here during the actual explanation for why I just have this shorthand tonight, because I did it the other day for another stream I was on. Because first couple of years when I actually did streaming in merely in just 1/6 scale space, I was going by the online nickname, the Midnight Collector. That's what everybody called me. But I changed it then somebody just started calling me Legendary Lane, and that's what I went with. But I have Midnight Collector Lane. Just a shorthand for it.
Well, now it's
I've torn my ACL, not my MCL.
What was that movie? It was kind of called The Comebacks, and that one the star player was his name was ACL tear. Like that joke was he the best players and tears ACL and he tears ACL. So just throw that out there, throw that out there.
You tear my funny bones sometimes, my man.
I'm just saying, next time you unbox the thing, maybe that MCL just.
But tonight we'll be seeing if we'll be tearing anything up, as we get to see in X-23, Laura Kinney, who's also been declared herself, I am Wolverine, and other people tell you, no, you're not Wolverine. And Marvel tries to tell you she's Wolverine, the same as Logan is still Wolverine, and you just kind of sigh a lot and just say, but this will be X-23 we get to see tonight, thank God.
Yeah, super excited. Still little by little, I'm kind of working up on my setup. I mentioned earlier to these guys behind scenes that I'm looking to purchasing and building a studio in the back of my house, so I don't have to keep tearing these things apart, putting it together, have a little more space, and have a better display going on. So that's going to be a work in progress. So maybe I'll take some video of that. I'll record that as it progresses, and then just do kind of like a room tour kind of thing.
William, one thing I know Marcos and Freddie kind of talked about it already a little bit yesterday, but one thing I would say you and I maybe could talk about, and we could get some follow-up thoughts where people may not have seen Godlike. You may have seen, for anybody in chat or other stuff, after we get the statue unboxed, we might want to talk about seeing what some people are showing that Prime One is charging for some of its shipping rates right now. I'm willing to bet you probably saw it a little bit. I mean, if you're in any of the statue community mall, you're not going to be able to miss it. Prime One's doing something you can't miss. Anyway, I just wanted to mention that might be something.
Yeah, we can do that after the unboxing. We can talk about it during that too. So
yeah, we'll get into details with that Prime One. There are a couple other topics that we want to talk about. So we'll get to that. There's a fan art piece that came out, some Prime One stuff that just pre-orders just went up, and so we'll stick to the Prime One after the unboxing, chat a little bit about that, and then move forward with some of the other topics I like to run through. But yeah, let me get going. Let me grab this little girl here and let's get some details. It's a very small box, so there's not much to her.
That's good.
The packaging looks pretty decent. Looks good. The only thing is, like, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, but the way they have her set up is her knees are bending over the top of the base for the packaging. So I have to be real careful when I take the base out, because if I hit one of those fins on her knees, you know how Wolverine has those, X-23 has a little fin sticking out. That could be a potential problem. So let me.
Wait, her knees are bending over the base. Oop. Okay.
Yeah, slightly. They bend over slightly in the box. Actually, let's do this first. Maybe it'll show here on the art print. Let me grab this art print here.
And Walton, when you type, we do the same exact thing. Just zone it out.
Nice.
I'm trying to.
I loved when they
Does
prints.
does XM still do art prints?
Nope.
I don't think so.
Freddie, they don't do statues anymore. What are you talking about?
They
Oof,
stopped.
good point.
I think they
You guys see
stopped
that right
like.
there? You see her knees? It kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
sticks
Ah, shoot.
a little bit. So I gotta be real careful when I pull that up, because I don't want to nick those corners and break that sucker.
That is some goofy packaging there, man, to not make
Yeah,
sure that
very-
it goes underneath.
Very, very odd packaging, but not much going on. I'll see if I can figure out how to put all those car parts in there. But yeah, pretty simple, pretty basic. Based on what I'm looking at, it's classic XM Studio paint here, so it's really good quality. But we'll see once I get this half of a Hummer out of here. The base is kind of heavy. Ooh, this sucks.
What?
This is tight. Well, the base is tight in there, and I don't want to. You know what I'm
Would
gonna
you
do?
maybe move her out of the way, like pull her out and move her out of the way?
Pulling her out of the way. I don't want to risk that. That's just stupid how they did that. You're knocking down points, XM. You're knocking down points. God damn, that was tight. Okay, here we go. Yeah.
So, William, do you know when this one came out originally?
They all kind of came out around the same time. I want to say maybe from 20 to 23, maybe. Marcos could fact check that.
Because I'm always right. I bet you 2018 or 2019. That's what I'm guessing. Because I'm
I
always
feel like it's a little newer.
Well, at least this isn't a Sentinel hand or partly
Thank
destroyed
God.
body, but there's still rock.
And the rock's painted very well. If you look at that, man, there's a lot of dry brushing, good amount of texture, different colors.
Yeah, that's good.
I try not to drop it on my laptop.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
You got your controls right there. Pretty good. Top of the hood. Got our claw marks all over it. Front. I don't see the engine block in there, so I don't know what happened to the engine. A little bit in there. It's a little bit in there. See it. It's an old school Jeep, so there's not much in there.
So it looks like someone got it in about 4 years ago. So I was way off because of Freddie. He gave me bad information.
I did say 2020 to 2023.
Yeah,
so.
you're pretty close. You're pretty close in that range.
I'm gonna do this first, also, because with Rogue, I did not do it, and I forgot, and I'm seeing it now, so I'm just gonna do it now. Let me open this up here. And just get this out of the way.
And last night we were talking about unboxing, Freddie. The experience, man. XM always has like the best boxing of all time. I feel like I don't know about what you think. I don't know if you ever even got an XM piece, honestly. But for me, the one piece I have is like the best boxing I've ever had was XM.
Yeah,
So it's still
no,
cool.
that was cool. I love the Carplex. So nice. Yeah, no, I've only seen unboxings live,
Yeah.
never done one, but from what I see right now, it's a nice experience.
Yeah, it's like you know how the J&D does that black box around it. It's like that, but even
Hmm.
sturdier, with like corner edges, like metal corner edges and everything. It's
So
impressive.
the only thing I don't know is what to put on first, but I think I'm gonna put the car parts on first, get her body, then do the rest. So we got your steering wheel here. So grab
Yeah,
this.
I love the the Velcro. I love when you get a little a COA. You got to open up the envelope, and sometimes you get a little a gift.
Yo, what's up, man?
Art or
Let's...
plaque or something like that, and just like I said, to me, the unboxing experience, adds to the whole thing. Even the statue, as far as like me grading, it's part of the experience.
It's one of the few things I didn't like with like the Tweeter had Two-Face. It was like two pieces: the main body, the base. You put them together, and then that was
Easy.
it. I was like, well, that was boring.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need 80 pieces like a Bayverse transformer, but I would like at least it to take 15 minutes after waiting 2 years.
Yeah.
So,
for the base.
The side mirror is actually all metal. They use some form of reflector there to imitate glass, but it's actually all metal. It would have been nice if the steering wheel was metal, but it's not. So that's kind of. I mean, it's cool that the side mirrors are, but.
So you're saying that's more metal than the J&D guts? That's what you're telling me right now.
Yeah,
already.
Way more. Way more.
Man, you got to charge extra for that metal, man.
Hey,
Stop
man. Hey, it was a different time back then, right, Freddie? It was a different time when this came out. Shit was a lot cheaper, I guess, huh?
Man, wow, I'm liking this. I really am, because the the gear levers are also metal.
Come on, J&D.
Yeah, wow. So, hey, man. I mean, you got to consider the times, the war, the tariffs and all of that, the presidency, all that stuff, man. It does add up. So you got to cut costs down when you can right now.
I guess so.
But I would think the die-cast metal would be cheaper than,
It doesn't even have to be die-cast. It just got to be something else. Gosh.
Yeah, but it's different now, man. Because I mean, you see statues going from like 600 back in the days, now like double, triple the price. So I mean, I'm not making excuses, because unlike Jay, who actually does from LBS, who does share things. Most of this that we don't know what happens behind the scenes for most of this stuff. So a lot of this is just speculation, man. I don't know.
Okay. That's the only thing I don't like. Okay, so it was not the gear shifter, but I don't know, the two shifters on this Jeep. This is the actual gear shifter here, but this was resin. It's not metal like the other ones. So it's like kind of odd why they went mixed media. Here, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna pick this up so you guys get a closer look at where they peg in and stuff. But see that? I mean, the plastic one does look like metal, but it's not, which is weird. So why would you do something like that? It doesn't make any sense.
Just go all in, man, and don't half step.
Yeah, just go all in.
Yeah.
Looks
good though.
Yeah, it looks great. There's the rest of this. I'm assuming it's the windshield part. Let's see where this goes.
Wait, what does Walter mean?
He's saying you're a J&D sycophant. That's what I think he's saying right there.
I can't see the comments because I'm on my phone. Wait, but what does that mean?
He just like saying that you're a J&D lover and you're covering for them. When I said that they're doing lazy, they did some lazy work with the guts a little bit.
No, I agree. I didn't disagree with you.
But you're just saying he's just messing around. You're not walking.
Oh no! I don't know. Like I said, I can't see the flow of the chat. That's why I'm legitimately asking. I don't know.
And then Random Korean called this Segs 23. So I'm guessing sex. That's what he's trying to say, but the clean version of sex.
Yeah. You know.
This is like an adult X-23, right? Like kind of adult. It's not like the kid version.
Yeah, I would say it would be.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. She's supposed to be presented more like
Okay,
Magic.
so it's not
is in her early
weird.
20s.
It's not. Yeah, it's not weird if we say ooh, like big boobies or something like that, right? It's
No,
not
no. She's definitely done more at like
Okay.
early 20-ish range, like Magic and stuff is done. Because Ilyana Rasputin Magic, I don't get like Marvel seems to always want to put her in like sexy pinup pose type like variant covers.
Yeah, she's in high school, right? In the comics.
Well, no, she's presented even more modern now as like 20 years old. But I remember when she was like 8 years old, supposed to be like in the early 90s before she died of when she died of like the legacy virus and stuff.
Yeah.
But
spoilers, man. Spoilers. Come on, man.
Yeah, from like 1992. That's what it said. That's what caused Colossus. That's what caused Colossus to join like Magneto and become one of the acolytes, living on Asteroid M when like Magneto's mind was gone for years. And that started the whole onslaught thing and everything. But yeah, but Magic is kind of done now with the big sword and like the kind of sexy black armor. She's presented a lot more, not pin up like pretty, but she's done a lot more sexualized. And there was that story that had made it like supposed to be where she was the Dark Child. And
for me, Will, real quick, just quick glancing, like the paint job looks fantastic right now. So yeah. And Walton, they haven't caught me yet. They have not caught me yet. How to catch?
Whoa! Yo, Will, slow down, man. You're going too fast. Reverse that.
Well, now that we know in her 20s, and
we need more cake. Come on, it needs a little bit more cake.
Yeah. What William don't understand what gets the views, man.
Exactly.
I do.
Hey, remember
but
that?
I'm not.
What piece was that? Will, it was the Black Cat one you unboxed? That thing was.
Yeah.
That was Cardi B.
No, the one that had the most was
I'm still trying to get over. If you guys saw that officially like sponsored Marvel Rivals like Black Cat short music video thing, animated thing with her and Spider-Man and shit, like she's like one point like choking Spider-Man and then like it's crazy, man.
Whoa,
so crazy how sexualized that was. It was ridiculous.
The other way you were putting it, I'm like, wait, that does not look right.
I wasn't quite sure. Need some hair around it.
Well, this I have to say, I just like because the base is so different than 95% of the X-Men.
Yeah,
even like that more recent, like Jean Grey one or something, the more Sentinel looking and everything to it.
So we got one of her arms. There are no switch outs for the arms. It's just the portraits and stuff.
Yeah, that's the one thing you got to use to with her is the just dual.
They're not metal, but they're electroplated chrome. They are plastic.
But it looks better than like a Sideshow. Like how Sideshow does like their claws with Wolverine, just like kind of like
gray.
Yeah, it's kind of ugly. So I'd rather have some effort put into like making it look like real metal if it's not metal.
The electroplated, they're not metal. Well, all these big companies are trying to cut costs somehow.
Yeah.
But this is like you said, Will, this is the time when XM was still doing some good work. So, they're putting effort into even the small details. No? No.
No, I mean, I haven't got anything new from them like the last few years.
No one has.
No, some people have.
I'm joking.
But not anything. At least I haven't received anything from them. But I only normally just purchase their old stuff anyways. Because you can get it at Hexopush for a hell of a deal.
You can.
Well, also, some of their licenses may have expired, and there hasn't really been a ton of stuff, really. to go out and try and get from them since they haven't been really done pre-orders and they're still behind. I still want to know when the hell is ever the King Batman Who Laughs that they did. I had that thing on pre-order for like 3 years.
Oh yeah, that thing's
before I canceled it. Supposedly it's still being made. It was supposed to come out like a year ago.
Is that some green hair in there?
No.
It looks green on the last screen. I am blind in both eyes, but
No, there's no green in here. It's all brown. Light, so there's different shades of brown in there.
yeah, Walter said XM is dead to him. I think a lot of people feel the same way. So it's a sad, man. They did such good work, man. So like the two big names when I first got into collecting about 4 years ago were XM and Sideshow and Prime One. And the only one that's doing, I think, consistent work right now is Sideshow. Everybody else is Prime One does good work when it comes out, but it comes out super late. There's high prices and a lot of other issues, and XM just doesn't. It's not even a factor in the community. I feel like
We're kind of falling out for sure. Most
Yeah.
of them. Like I said, I don't believe it's necessarily 100% the factor. The license company is the factory. Something's going on with the factories.
Remember that big issue where like they supposedly got all their stuff stolen or something like that. So
That was XM, yeah.
yeah, who knows? Oh, you're talking about Prime One with the factories?
Well, there's Prime One, there's XM, the tweeter head
Yeah.
issue, and all that stuff. So, I think I like the mask portrait better.
Yeah, that's what Walton said. Yeah, I think about 4 years, Juan. It feels like forever, but I think 4. I want to say 4. Could be more. Could be less.
Well, there you go. Pretty simple. I didn't sweat too much. Just in my underpants. And
There we go.
There she is.
Looks good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks. Detail wise, it's XM Studios, man. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't really. There's not really a piece that I remember that had terrible details.
Mhm.
I feel that this is an older Jeep, so I'm not gonna criticize the paint too much. They did give it a lot of elements of rust. Some of the greens fading off. I do like the attention to detail, like the headlight. One of these is cracked and broken. That's crushed. It's right down here. So there's cracked effect. I don't like the fact that some of the mechanical components are plastic and metal. They should have just went either one or the other. Details on the tires are not too bad as well. They look pretty good. There's some wear in there. I would expect a little more wear on the tires because it's an old Jeep, but they made it look like it's got some issues there. There's some claw marks. Her claws cutting through the hood of the Jeep. The detail on the broken glass in the front of the Jeep looks good. I do, and one thing I do appreciate about XM is when they do rock on their bases, they do it very well. I think they're one of the top when they're painting rock and sculpting the rock and stuff. It's extremely detailed. I really love the way that looks. They got the little gauges on there with the little dial. It would have been cool if that was lit up, the red and yellow. That would have been kind of cool, but that's just me being picky. Now, when it comes to paint application in her suit, it's like a 9 out of 10. The only thing I see here, I want to say, it's just me being picky. Her head looks slightly too big. I would have her head a little bit slight. I don't know if it's just the mask making it big. Right here doesn't look that big, but I didn't notice when I had this portrait on the body that it looked too big. But the mask one does slightly a little bit too big. I think they should have went the extra mile with the claws. They electroplated it chrome, which looks good, but it's plastic. It would have been nice if it was metal. Like I said, now this is just me nitpicking everything. Texture's good, stitching's all there. The shading's really good. The lineage on the paint's good. The leather on the belt looks like leather. It's got the small stitching. You got the X-Men emblem on the front or pelvis, so that looks good. And I want to say her portrait's decent. She's not like the most gorgeous portrait that we've seen with XM Studios. I think it's okay. She's not ugly by any means, but
the hair looked good.
The hair
XM
looks.
always has issues sometimes with just regular female sculpts.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like the Catwoman one I got with the purple suit one I've had for years. Like her alternate not masked head sculpt looks like crap.
Yeah, and no
It's
cake.
like horrible.
No cake on that piece. No cake.
No.
Like I'm
So-
being honest, like for real, like with Selena Kyle, you gotta have some good body and everything, you know.
Yeah, you would think. But this, yeah, I think I'd give her a solid 7.58. I'm not too much of a fan of the pose and this leaning. You see that
Yep.
kind of that leaning. I never really care for it. To me, I think I'd rather see her landing on the hood than running off with a twist. So the pose, that's why I keep it around the 7.58. It just the pose really throws me off a bit. You know, it's funny I say that though because I really love the sideshow Miss Marvel, Captain Marvel, and she has a similar pose when she's flying up. But her portraits are freaking gorgeous. But this is
But
kind of
also flying is always better than running, you know.
yeah. I mean, you're kind of giving that energy of doing that. But other than that, man, it's a great piece. Scale wise, it's actually really decent. Depth might be a little bit of a problem because the claws stick out. So I'd say about 16 to 17 inches depth because of these claws. But the base itself is about 11 by, let's see, 11 by 13. And then the height, we got about 20 inches, 19 and a half with the claws. So it's a great space saver. If you need a X-23, this is a pretty solid piece. I'm not quite sure I've seen. I think the only other one I had, which I did a review on, I think or a live on, was the sideshow one. That was a really good piece as well. I just don't like Sentinel stuff, but it was pretty solid. Either one of these two, it'd be a good buy. Hopefully somebody comes out with another X-23, something a little bit more different. But until then, these are the ones that we have.
Go ahead, Will.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know if you caught that, but yeah, the poses. I don't care for that leaning, twisting. It's just, I don't know.
It was awkward.
Yeah, it is a bit awkward on the pose.
Yeah.
Marcos, your thoughts?
Yeah, I think the paint job, at least from what I can see on the base, is really good. Like, you know, it's a muted colors, but I think what they were going for was muted colors. Obviously, you can differentiate the rock versus the car, which is good. Yeah, I'm like with you. Yeah, if it's gonna be metal, go all metal, or is it polystone or resin? Do resin. Don't go halfway. What's the saying? If you know full what's it called like half-ass something, go all the way. Or you're gonna go all the way, go all the way.
Yeah.
I think the pose, same with you, like pretty not good. It's very it's like a very specific pose, and then I don't know, it just doesn't look, it's dynamic but looks awkward dynamic, if that makes sense. Like it's an awkward pose. But the X-23 outfit, paint job, details, amazing. I think the hair was fantastic. I don't care too much for the unmasked portrait. And the masked portrait, like you said, it does kind of have like a bigger, like Stewie Griffin type head. So, it's kind of too big a little bit. I like it. Like I said, it's XM. The paint job and the details look great. So I don't know, like it's just weird. It's a weird direction they went with this piece. I think that's the only thing that's holding it back. What's that for?
That's for her other foot. I was like,
oh yeah. But yeah, I don't know. For me, I don't even know what you gave it, but I think I'm around like a 7.9. And it's only a 7.9 because the paint job is carrying it and the details on the outfit, but pose wise, lacking. Base, I think they did the best they could with it outside of the materials. Like I said, they have more metal than fucking Guts J&D. So at a $900 piece. So I gotta give them credit for that. I know Freddy's not free, but shit, I give someone credit for doing that over a $3,800 piece. So
yep.
But like 7.9, it's if you need it, this is like a companion piece. It's not like a one and done X-23. Like this, like if you're a big X-23 piece, it's not like you get this and that's all you need. This is definitely not that type of piece. It's more of a you have a whole line of X-Men pieces. You need her on the left side of your collection. This kind of moves with the left side. You got it right there. So that's like this type of piece. And there's nothing wrong with those pieces. I have a good amount of those. Like, Penguin sideshow, Poison Ivy sideshow, Bane sideshow. I guess a lot of sideshow. That's a companion pieces for me. So, like, yeah, you need those pieces in your collections, in my opinion. So, but if this is if you're looking for a definitive X-23, this is not going to be it. So, but still solid. Excellent paint job and details, amazing. But
I mean,
was weird.
If I think Hexopus right now has her for $4.99 or $3.99 shipped, I think it's a deal. Like, that's a good deal.
Yeah, that's a good deal.
Solid, right?
That's a $1.16 doll price right there. So
yeah, the original, retail. I don't agree with it, but
it was like $9.35, I think. $9.35 retail.
Then you got to include the shipping, right? So there's
yeah, for sure.
So this is $4.99, $3.99 shipped. A Hexopus, solid piece.
Yeah.
If you like this, I even give you a discount on this one. So if anybody's interested in this X-23, hit me up. I'll put her up for sale because she's not one I'm going to keep. I'm waiting on a fan art group. They're doing one, so that I've heard. So hopefully they actually do go through with it. I don't know how popular she is as a character to continue bringing her out, but
I know it's hard to do. But with her and Logan and Deadpool, make them bloody. I know X-Men probably had licensing issues why they couldn't, but like that custom piece, I hope they make some bloody aspects on it because they're bloody characters. They're not, they're not using. They're not using butter knives for crying out loud. They're using real knives, cutting up people.
Kids need to buy the statue too, man.
Oh yeah, my bad. My 12-year-old nephew. Yeah, he definitely needs to buy the statue with all the money that he has.
Yeah.
My bad, Freddie. Forgot. It's not an adult hobby. It's a 12 to 18-year-old hobby. My bad.
Freddie's got kids, so he knows what they're into.
Yeah, my bad, XM. My bad. I forgot. And I'm not XM. Marvel license. My bad. I forgot this is a 12-year-old to 18-year-old hobby. My bad.
Hey man, save up that money instead of getting 2 Jordans. You get a statue.
Yeah.
No, I would not. No, this isn't a down payment for Hulkbuster. So this is something else. But yeah. So Freddie, man, what's your thoughts?
Well, I don't think it's an awkward pose. That's not the for me. That's not the vibe I get from it. It's an awkward pose. It's still seared into my mind since yesterday, man. What is it? Deep tail alien bust.
Deep tail.
I'm like,
bro, Freddie.
I'm like, what is?
You gotta be done.
Now, that is an awkward pose. Oh my goodness. I'm like, what are we thinking? It's just. Oh man, like if we can after the show, we probably put it up, man, because I think it's funny. Like that's an awkward pose to me.
It's horrible, not awkward. It's horrible.
Yeah. So like this to me, I mean, now I don't think it's an ideal pose. First of all, I know she's running. I get that by looking at it. Like she's running. Maybe she's running in battle, what have you. The only thing I don't like about this pose is that her arm, her hand claw is kind of blocking her face. It's too high for me. I don't like because watching it rotate. Especially with some of these statues, you want to be able to kind of like turn it in certain angles.
Yeah.
And it sucks that there's this one angle. I think Walton mentioned it earlier about it being fine in some angles. I 100% agree with that because I'm watching it on the table. That angle too it's like I'm like, man, I couldn't even put it that way if I had a whole bunch of X-Men statues I'm trying to like put together or something like that. And I'm just like if her hand was down a little bit, just away from her face, that'd be cool. Other than that, I'm fine with it. Overall, the statue, I give it about 6.5. It's a fine little statue, put in your collection for X-23. I do see what you're seeing about the big head a little bit.
Could be just because she's at a forward angle, so it's like bringing her head down a little bit, and it's just giving that impression. I mean, it's fine, but
it don't bother me, but I can see it though a little bit.
Hey, Jimmy, what's up? When you see it from the camera, it looks a little bit bigger.
But I feel like for most females who have hair, because I'm thinking about live action, right? I'm thinking about. I remember what was it? The Batwoman? Was it the one that Marcos hates? I'm just thinking about in live actions, the ones that have masks. You know, Batgirl, like if not Batgirl, but if Catwoman, not too much. But I do know sometimes with the hair, it has the helmet has to be a little bit bigger sometimes, depending on the do. So in my mind, I'm thinking, you know, her being a female with her hair, kind of give it a pass sometimes with the slightly bigger mask. You know, so
that makes sense.
You know, yeah,
that makes a lot of sense.
I like it, man. It's a good statue, especially from back then too, right? Like what you were getting.
It was like 2020. I think someone said it was. I think someone got it in 2021, but they said it was a big delay when it was first pre-ordered. So it could have been like a 2-year delay from that initial PO. So maybe 2019, 2020. I don't know.
And the claws, William. If you didn't tell me that it wasn't whatever you said, it was a die cast or aluminum plated or whatever you're saying, like because when it was spinning on that thing, I see the lights hitting the claws. Because I didn't before you said that. As it was turning, as I saw like the lights like kind of shining from it. So like I didn't when you said it, I was like, oh really? I was like, but I see the light bouncing off of it. I was like, look fine to me. But that's one of those things again, like with Marco's unboxing a guts, right? It's like one of those things. It's like you're unboxing it as your statue. You can feel and see. Okay, the shoulder pad is not die cast. This base needs to be a little bit heavier. You know what I'm saying? So as the person owning it, you'd feel that way. But as somebody who don't know and I'm just viewing it and seeing it without touching it, like it looks fine. You know what I'm saying? So
it's like I said, it's a good solid piece for sure. It's Is it blowing my mind like they're Thanos? Nah, but it's a solid piece. It seems like, and it's funny you talk about the position of the arm and everything. That was like the Apocalypse, right? The Apocalypse kind of doing one of these. And it's like, why couldn't you bring the arm down just a little smidge?
Yeah.
Seems like her upper arm looks like she's gonna hit something. Like she's running and she's gonna smack.
Yeah, that's what I said. It looked like she was like in a battle ready kind of run move.
Right. Looked like she's gonna stab something that tall. I was like, unless it's Apocalypse, I don't know what the story behind it.
Or maybe like blocking a bullet, like a bullet's coming at her, she's trying to block it with her claws from her face or something. I don't know.
Maybe it would have been cool, like if they would have put like a decapitated head or like a robot or like even a person right there, like because she's like stabbing a head.
Oh, a sentinel, another sentinel.
Sentinel. There we go. Yeah.
I
did not say that. But yeah.
Matt Martin in the house too.
Oh, Matt, Jimmy, anybody want to join? Let me know.
Yeah, you guys can jump on the stream if you want. No problem. We got plenty of space.
What's up, fellas?
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you're picking up this piece, you just imagine your story behind it and whatever. Maybe, she's attacking a sentinel or something, but she ain't, the sideshow one, she had a growling face, right? Like she's attacking, she's growling. I don't think she's attacking anything here because she's just very serious. So I would assume it just feels like she's going for something really tall.
I see what you're saying. Like it's like a running. They made it a running pose, but she's actually in like an attack pose. If that makes sense. It's a weird attack pose. So if she's like, I don't know, it's like if she was like a running pose, it would have maybe made more sense how she is right now.
Unless she's trying to jump, unless she's trying to do a leap run, maybe.
Yeah, but how many times Wolverine would jump off something and have two arms back and claw forward, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I meant. The arm would have to be down more, like she's getting ready to lunge and double stab somebody. But it is what it is. I mean, it's already here. Same thing with the Apocalypse. I love that Apocalypse piece, but I just hate the
Hogan.
I'll get you next time, kids. You little kids and your dog too.
He's like, get back here.
Yeah, the arm pose. It's like, damn you, Cyclops, you Professor X. I'll get you and your little students too.
Looks like my middle school teacher that I had a crush on.
That's a better head sculpt than.
It's a good. I don't know. She looks really old right there. Like,
I forgot you're young, Marcos, because I was like middle school teachers back in those days did not look like that.
Oh, back then, no. Hey, Miss Zoc in junior high.
Now they do. They got BBLs and they looking like they models. I'm like, what are we doing? How these kids?
One of the hardest days of me and my whole class is she went from Miss Zoc mid-year to Miss Paul. It was heartbreaking. We all as boys, we lost part of our soul that day. We really did. Even though we're 13 years old and she was 25 or 28.
Man.
And she was kind of a bitch, and it kind of turned us on, like, oh god.
Nowadays, that's an acceptable age gap.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And in Japan,
Yep.
it's been acceptable for forever. So
You said Miss Russo for me.
Yeah, Miss Russo. There we go. Hey, everybody in the chat, comment your high school, junior high crush. We all had them.
I had one or two, man, but yo, Marcos, man, in your era, like right now, they do not look.
Bro, they don't. Yeah, dude, they don't. They look like OnlyFans model on the come up. Honestly,
Yeah.
that's what they look like now.
Ours were like woof.
Yeah,
you got a bunch of Stand By Me type teachers, looking.
and like you have to even use a little bit more imagination too. It's like, yeah, she nice, but you know what I mean? It's like now they ain't no hiding nothing.
Matt Martin, Miss Helms, there we go. Miss Russo, Miss Helms, Lane, come on, MCL Terry. Who was your high school crush or middle school crush? Go on, you had one.
No.
He can't go that far back. He's I don't remember.
Whoa, you calling him old?
There's an age gap there. Plus, I'm not gonna say anything online live because my wife could be watching. I ain't have no crush on nobody but her. Okay, that's it.
Freddie, you too. Freddie, you say it right now. Freddie, say
nah.
it right
No. First of all, my wife is a savage. She's one of those like openly because she'll watch stuff and then say it. Like and then my kids are like, "Mom, Dad's right there." She's like, "So."
Kelly Kapowski. There we go. See, we all know that one. That teacher we all love. We all know him. I love the show because we just talk about dumb shit.
Kelly Kapowski.
Kelly Kapowski.
Well, the sad part is I know exactly that reference, like without even.
Is it an old person reference? My bad. I'm young. I'm too young for it.
Well, unfortunately, it's about the time you were.
Is it Saved by the Bell?
Unfortunately, Saved by the Bell. Yeah.
Oh, I knew it, dude. I'm not that young. I'm not that young.
If you know Friday, Miss Parker, the classic.
Oh,
Miss Parker. Yeah. It's like, oh no.
So
wasn't it the midget? Oh no, it was the midget husband and then Bernie Mac, right?
Oh man, I love Bernie Mac. This guy's hilarious.
The only thing with the Parker I remember is Parker Lewis can't lose.
Marcos.
Oh my god.
But what'd you say? What'd you say, bro?
I said you're gonna get canceled. You can't say that. It's Parker, okay, not little midget. Okay, Mr. Parker.
No, okay, Mr. Parker. My bad. Who was incidentally a midget as well. So I love him. In Bad Santa, he's awesome. He's awesome in Bad Santa.
You just got dwarfism. That's all. Lane,
nothing wrong with it.
Did you give me your rating yet on this?
No, I had not said anything on this piece.
Go for it, Marcos. Get the hell up.
Marcos was Mr. Chatterbox.
I got the chat invigorated.
I know he has the electromagnetic force full of like pulling Mr. Martin and Mr. Jimmy and
Oh wait, real quick. That card it comes with that back piece? I didn't realize that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. I raised my grade a half a grade.
I think
I raised it a half a grade.
My Catwoman has the same thing.
About the window?
That's nice.
You talking about the window?
No, he's talking about for the plaque.
No, the plaque.
Oh yeah, the plaque.
That thing is sitting on. That's cool.
Yeah,
because some of them just come with a card, and then you have to figure out how to put it up.
The Rogue came with the plaque. Apocalypse came with the plaque. I think most of the ones.
Okay.
This one came with a plaque and art print, Freddie.
Yeah. All right. So I give this a 7.5, man. Ooh. Presentation and everything, all that stuff. Man, I take that into account.
There we go.
Lane, go ahead. So we're not going to interrupt you again.
My bad.
Well,
yeah, sorry, Lane. Yeah.
Marco Mania running wild.
Okay, so but real quick, I'm kidding. I'm
gonna reach through this thing and I'm not that much older than you. But I just like the base. I'm just not a huge X-23 fan, and I don't like her as Wolverine. Logan is Wolverine. There's not other Wolverines. There's Logan. This unfortunately ties into the whole all new Wolverine stuff and everything that I'm not so crazy about. So I don't really like the costume. If it was her in a regular X-23 look, I would like it better. I like the mask head sculpt, even though you're right, it's a little bit too big. Like if the body was a little bit beefier, it would work. I think fine, but she's supposed to be, kind of skinny and obviously much smaller, muscular wise than Logan. but I love the base because it's something different. I don't quite get where it looks like a World War II Jeep.
Right.
That's the only thing that feels a little bit off to me. Like,
Right.
if it was Logan jumping off a World War II Jeep because he fought in World War II, I could kind of maybe get it.
Correct.
But I mean, despite not loving the costume, I like the paint work on it. I mean, you guys have beat most of the points because there's, like you said, not versus like the Apocalypse or something. There's not a ton to or even switch out wise for this statue. The other head sculpt I do like. Some reason I never have liked some of the unmasked head sculpts a lot of times for XM, especially female head sculpt. There's always something weird with how they do them and everything.
Right.
They always seem a little bit off or something. Like I said, my Catwoman quarter scale. I put that thing on once when I live unboxed it like 3 or 4 years ago, and I just sat in the box ever since, banished there, so that I would never look at it again.
Right.
But I give this one probably 7.9 out of 10. There's nothing particularly gripping about
Here
it.
he goes with the Marcos grade.
Yeah,
It's 7.9.
it's just under an 8, but so it's like a C plus. It's like a 79.
Yeah.
It's a very solid piece if you have other X-Men pieces for this, and you want some, like, if you're trying to get most of the female characters that they put out for the X-Men. I think this is a good solid piece. I don't think this is one, though, you have to go out of your way trying to get your hands on, because I don't think it's that good.
No.
There are other XM pieces if you're trying to go back. Like, I would say it's going to be a lot more expensive, but like the Magic, I think the Magic blows this one away.
For sure.
Yeah. And
Lane, she could have went back in time to fight the Nazis.
That's true.
That's why she's jumping on that truck.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, and there's a Nazi super weapon she's leaping at. Why she's stabbing up, I don't know, but I think it's got the XM quality you expect, but there's not where, like you were talking for the premium format or something. There's not where when this one came out, it might have been $100 or $200 or more dollars more than a premium format at the same time of her, where it might have been $550, $600. I can't say you should go spend the extra $200 to $300 on this one.
Correct.
Over if there was an alternative $600, it might be the same cost.
Right.
But overall, the only problem with these unboxings, Will, is it makes me wish that XM had not fallen off the side of a cliff.
Yeah, it is unfortunate that they're happening to them that way.
Yeah, it feels. I hate even using the terminology, but like a relic of the past, almost like back to what I would call, just in general, the statue collecting more happier times, when it was just about, hey, this is an average X-Men piece, but hey, that's okay because we've got 5 other pieces that you could look at if you necessarily might. The X-Men line's got 5 other pieces going to be coming out or be announced, it looks like, in the next year. So if you don't like this one, there's something new coming around the mountain in a short period of time you might like better. But we're kind of at unless you're like doing Prime 1 or Sideshow or something like that, primarily for comic related pieces. Unless you're willing to go in on LBS, which is, I love J and LBS, but they're also third scale, so they're going to be a lot bigger and they're going to be more expensive. They're going to be $1,600, $2,000. Willing to.
Well, I think word on the street that they got a quarter scale license.
They did. I think they said that on the show before. Like, they've had it for a while. They just haven't done it yet.
They haven't pushed anything.
Well,
I can only imagine why, because they already have a roster lined up with their license for 1/3. So they gotta catch up.
It's going to be even if they have that, they've got to. It's going to be a long time before we see the quarter scale show.
Sure.
They still got third scale.
I would say give it a few years before any.
Yeah.
I mean, Jay likes to share a lot of the concept stuff, but that's not necessarily
what's going to be or could change.
Yeah,
or
I know. 2 years ago, I think he shared a
Ross.
There was a Ross and the Scarlet Witch concept. I was like, oh, cool, 1/3 Scarlet, and then the whole XM thing happened. That whole thing happened, and then the license had to be on pause for a year and all this other crap that was going on. So
Yeah.
they're just
Does
trying
XM
to.
still have the Marvel license, or did they lose that?
I've heard they had no license right now, like no DC
Right now?
But they have no DC, no Marvel. XM.
Well, last time I heard they have some other. I don't know if he's announced it, so I'm not going to say anything. Maybe it was just something we messaged back for. But he has a license for some stuff, and I thought he still had the license for DC and Marvel.
No,
unless
we're talking about XM. He's asking about XM.
Oh, XM. I thought
Yeah.
LBS.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
LBS
XM.
got all their license. Yeah, LBS.
Yeah. XM. Yeah, I mean that's probably why they're not, making anything new.
They would just have like something like their, the Four Horsemen.
Yeah, but they still have to
Their own
push
stuff.
the products that they already PO'd, right?
Yeah.
That was the promise, so that they were going to get every piece they have PO. And I think someone did the math. There's like 80 plus POs. I'm like, good luck.
Good luck. Yeah, well, they still are showing like the Ultramans with Subaraya and some of the other like things and stuff.
Good luck, man.
Yeah, we'll just have to see what happens. I mean, they are still getting some stuff out here and there. I think they got that Absolute Spider-Man, the Absolute Carnage Spider-Man is supposed to be coming. I think that piece is looking really not as good as the LPS third scale, but I personally really like. Yeah, I am really liking what I'm seeing from the Absolute. First, I remember it was announced. I'm like, why are we doing an Absolute Carnage Spider-Man? There's 50 Spider-Mans out. But that one, I think, is actually coming off really well. But hey, William, congrats, or if you're going to be selling that one to anybody.
Good, Walton.
Yeah, that's a big one for XM. I know the Iron Man on the, with his gantry. I'm still wondering what's up with that piece. That's like a big one.
I thought they posted some factory.
They did.
Yeah.
It was a couple months back.
Jimmy, if you're still in chat, because I remember that was what, like, obviously we're talking a while now, Jimmy, and
he's not an Iron Man collector. Don't call him an Iron Man collector.
He's
done. He's a fraud in Iron Man.
Yeah, I am able to look and see behind him every stream he does and see that bust, and he is definitely not a fraud Iron Man.
He's not an Iron Man. He's not that guy.
But
he's not that guy.
I remember he was really into that. Jimmy, is that one, if it comes out ever and is really good, then you would, Jimmy, you would maybe consider getting that one to go like with your bust or something, even though it's a comic based one, because it's going to be a big piece and it's going to be, I think that one, if they ever get it made, is going to be really awesome. But they have so many problems on so many things right now. It's not even funny.
I think the only thing when I seen the factory images was I'm still a little conflicted with the portrait. I know it's a comic version, but I'm still conflicted with that comic portrait they're doing with him.
They don't have any secret because, Hot Toys, they put out a comic Iron Man a few years ago now, like in that, not a Hano Studios, but an actual figure. They had a gorgeous, like, Tony Stark head sculpt, like comic looking head sculpt. So it wasn't based off like Robert Downey Jr. It was gorgeous. It looked perfect.
Well,
it was perfect. It was
funny.
perfect for like the 70s looking, like 70s armor looking Iron Man.
Go ahead.
What was that, Marcos?
Oh, I think that portrait looks awesome. Like I look at that one versus the LBS portrait with the long hair and everything.
Okay. You're like comparing apples to watermelons. It's like the LBS one is the 70s, so the art's going to be a little different.
Okay, regardless.
Well, actually, the LBS one looks like the 90s cartoon Iron Man.
Yeah, okay,
with the pig.
Well, I mean, I know the direction was more the classic 70s because when I talked to him about it,
it's Alex Ross. That's all.
But the new one, it's giving me too much anime vibe. The portrait.
It reminds me of the Extremis Iron Man portrait.
Yeah, but it's not giving me Caucasian Tony Stark from the comic.
He's Italian, for crying out loud. He's Italiano. He's not a.
But he looks Asian. That's what I'm saying. It's like not deep Asian, but you can see like he's a mix or something. I don't know. I just don't. The portrait's not there for me. With that.
Oh God, 3 years.
Yeah.
I want to see, of all pieces, like we're talking about comic era stuff, I want to see Sideshow finally show the non-venomized Hulk.
It's gonna be the same thing, just no venomized stuff. Like that's all it is to me. It's a cash grab for sure.
I want to see it because I think that Hulk could be awesome. I think that's going to be one of the neatest.
It'd be cool. I don't know. I
I've
still think
seen.
LBS Hulk is still king, even though I know it's 1/3.
I did not say it is going to be better than the LBS.
I'm just saying
Hulk.
that what's the point of getting it if there's a better version? And dude,
Because it's not third scale.
Okay, but there's still the 1/4 XM. There's still, if you want to go a cheaper route, the 1/4 when he's like fucking Donkey Kong doing that shit, like when they have all 4
I
versions.
fucking hate that statue.
Yeah,
with
but
the
I'm just
little
saying
mini head on the
there's definitely different options.
Sorry, William.
I don't know. For me, I don't care.
Marcos has managed to be wrong in like with 3
I hate
statements
cash
in the
grabs.
same
Lane, am I wrong to
paragraph.
say I hate cash grabs? I don't like cash
Well,
grabs.
I don't think that they're doing a new head sculpt for it. It's going to be completely different than the Venom.
So cash grab with like just enough to make you a little happy.
They are doing literally tons of people asked them to do, which was to do a non-venomized version of
cash
how
grab.
that Hulk was looking.
Cash grab.
I mean,
Hey, they trying to make money. What difference does it make?
I don't blame him. I'm just saying. I'm just being honest. Can we just be honest here, Lane? It's a cash grab. That's all it is. And I hope
I'm
it's
doing
not
double
zero.
variants. I'm doing alternate heads. I'm doing everything. I'm trying to make money.
Well, Freddie and I are in the
I'm part
1/6
of the
scale pace.
problem.
We don't even barely think about the variant thing, right, Freddie? Because we're just that's the Hot Toys game at this point.
I want my 89 Bruce Wayne Batman in blue colors, red colors,
Whoa,
alternate
whoa.
costumes.
They already
nothing.
did that. They already did that.
Michael
though.
Keaton,
That's why
like,
you got the worst looking Batman in the history.
I actually
of
have it.
or statue.
I have
you
it.
got the one with the wrinkled like brow.
Yeah, I have it. I had to get it, man. It's
How do
89.
they do this?
You got
How do
I
they
had
do
to get
this?
it. Batman.
I don't get it.
Guys, you want to see the worst looking Batman in the history of like just anything? You need to look up the Hot Toys. Like it was an exclusive blue suit. It for some reason they used it was a variant suit taken from like the Flash movie.
Yeah,
One that was supposed to be one of the that Keaton whatever timeline version
right.
of Batman. One of his suits, but it's got the Keaton like under face sculpt and everything from '89, and it's got like this fur brow thing under the cowl, and it is the derpiest Batman in the history of ever.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, no,
I'm
you're
glad
right.
they did it.
Look,
I wanted the whole
Adam
suit
West
line.
Batman looks like looks
I want
serious.
all of
like,
them.
Guys,
like
you're
Dark
wrong.
Knight Batman.
This dumbest Batman always will be Batfleck, any statue, any form, always.
No, this
It's
thing,
not
this
Batman.
thing, no.
Nope. You
see
see
this,
made
you
that
see
Batman
this
image
Batman.
whatsoever.
You trust me. You see, FBJ, who owns the figure and likes it, will even say it is a derpy looking Batman. Maybe that's why he likes it.
Yeah, I would never pose it.
For it.
I would never pose it with that head sculpt. I mean, my thing is just to have the suit in the back, or have him with just the regular head sculpt, Bruce Wayne on it. But it's
Absolutely.
not good to pose with that one.
Absolutely false.
That
cow.
No, I'm sorry, man. I can't agree with that. I love Adam West Batman,
No,
but I grew up watching the reruns.
If you go into that knowing what it is, 1940s Batman, that's what it is. That there's nothing else like is perfect
Campy,
in what they're
campy.
doing. Yeah. It was perfect
Yeah.
for the thing with Batfleck. They're
Did you
being
say
serious.
40s Batman?
It's 40s, 50s Batman. Yeah, it's comic relief.
He's young, Wayne. You got to give
I'm
him
talking
some
about the comics,
grace.
guys, not
Dude,
the fucking
can
show.
Can you kick Marcos?
Oh my
Please
gosh,
kick Marcos.
Lane, it's the comics I'm talking about, not the show. I'm right. Stop.
No, we were just talking. You just said Adam West Batman first, like 40s and 50s.
I'm saying it's based off. Did you not hear I said that? I said it's based off the 1940s and 50s type Batman. That's what I'm saying, Lane, and I'm correct on that.
The Batfleck one or the Adam West?
Oh my gosh, yeah, Batfleck. That's how bad Batfleck was. It actually is based off the 40s and 50s at this point. You know, that's how bad it is.
That's based off the Dark Knight Returns.
I know exactly. Lane.
But no, you were just
Going right
no.
over your head.
I was
Jokes are
starting to
going
have a
over your
meltdown here because I was starting to have a meltdown here because you were saying Adam West Batman was from the 40s and 50s, which is not
I'm
correct.
saying
Adam West Batman is from 1966.
No, I know, but it's based on comics before
Obviously,
that.
you don't.
For me, it's Keaton and everybody else, man. Like everybody else to me is all jumbled in the same boat. Like I don't even care.
Keaton is the third worst.
Are you talking about Batman from the 1932 comic run? Is that
Like
the one you're talking about?
the 40s type like comics. Yeah, the campy, and that's what the Adam West is based
Batman.
off of.
You said 30s Batman, but
Okay,
Batman
it's still like the
didn't
40s too.
exist
The
until
40s is
1941.
same era. Stop. The 40s. It's the same era. That's what the Adam.
Oh, Marcos, what Batman? You know what Batman I love? The one from the meme. That's the one you talk about where he slaps Robin. It's like I don't care what time it is. Slap.
that was Adam West era, like comic Batman.
Yeah, that's the one Marcos is talking about. That one.
But no, just hearing Marcos starting to say something, I'm like, we're like jumping backwards decades.
It's Kevin Conroy, Pattinson, and then maybe Bale.
Wait. Hold. You just said Pattinson is the second best Batman?
Yes, even without a second movie, he's the second best. He's the best Batman we've ever seen on screen. Batman, not Bruce Wayne, Batman.
Well, I thought you said he was the better detective as the Batman the last time we talked.
Yeah, he's the best Batman of all time. Like character Batman. Bruce Wayne needs some work. Second movie,
but you're talking the detective version of Batman. Detective version.
No, not just that. He's just the best Batman too. He's actually the best.
Kid Marcos, please,
please,
Marcos, William, we gotta
on.
Stop it. Just Kid Marcos. I can't take it anymore. Thank you.
I'll give you the detective Batman. I'll give you that one. He's the best one.
I couldn't take it anymore.
Combat? No, I don't think he's the better one. He didn't really even fight.
He had like 6 fight scenes that are amazing.
That he like shocked dudes in the face with and stuff like that.
Yeah, you guys love Christian Bale. Christian Bale has the worst fight scenes in all Batman history.
That's not his fault. That's because Nolan.
Yeah, but still, Christian Bale.
I think the best Batman in Bruce Wayne is the whole package is Bale. I think he's the best for the first two.
He's the best.
The third one is kind of.
He's one of the worst Batman.
But then I have number 2, Michael Keaton.
He's not the best Bruce Wayne. Sorry.
There's no better Bruce Wayne than Christian Bale.
There is. Val Kilmer.
Yo, first of all.
Val Kilmer was pretty good, but he had bad material. I can't hold him.
Yeah, he had
first of all. What?
Bruce Wayne.
Yo,
literally the fuckboy of Bruce Wayne.
You know, he had a good little. He had the potential. He had the potential.
Yeah, no, it was all there. And then let's talk about acting. Tombstone, man, he killed that shit. Like I'm just saying.
Give me a JD 1/3 Doc Holliday.
Look, and Michael Keaton as Bruce Wayne. First of all, he laid that game down on Michelle Pfeiffer throughout the whole movie. In the house, even at the dance, even at the Christmas ball party. First of all, Keaton, you saw when he went in the office and he seen her for the first time. Yo, my man Keaton was like, hold up, yo, who is this? Keaton as Bruce Wayne, man. I'm like, yo, if you could land Michelle Pfeiffer, man, look, I don't care. Okay, and Catwoman, had Catwoman going crazy.
It's not Megan Fox.
No, first of all, Freddie. First of all, that's because the director let him have her. Okay,
exactly.
That is true.
Like I said, she was a dork for the first half of the movie.
Let me bring this up. Okay, just hypothetically, you think fucking Michael Keaton and Val Kilmer in their prime, Michelle Pfeiffer would pick Michael Keaton?
Nah. I know that.
I love Michael Keaton.
I know
his
that.
Best role, other guys easily this best role of all time.
But we're talking about movie wise, right? I'm just saying in the movie in Batman, I'm saying Keaton as Bruce Wayne laid that down. You know what I'm saying, and he handled business.
He was socially awkward, bro. Like that's the issue with Bruce Wayne. He was very it wasn't like a cool socially awkward. It was like a weird, like this guy's a fucking weirdo. Get him away from us.
I want to bring up to Freddie, and you know this as a fact.
Returns is horrible.
Anybody that's got billions will pull any girl. Okay,
100%. It don't even matter. 100%. 100%.
Out there, yeah.
But we like to think he had game. We'll let him have his game.
Yeah, you could be Bill Gates or whoever it is, man. Nerd. I don't like. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dude, it don't matter. I'm like, you still pulling whatever. Like,
if we're being honest, the most game out of all of them, it's got to be Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer probably had the most game out of all of them, 100%.
Val Kilmer is smooth. He's smooth, man. He's smooth.
Yeah, but the thing is, he had bad material. That's the only thing. Give him Burton. Give him someone else in that time. He would have done a good job.
He was a smooth Bruce Wayne. I ain't gonna lie.
His Batman were just limited on what he was given. Like obviously, that's all it was. Yeah. So Schumacher, shoot.
Well, overall, man, it's Keaton for me, man. Either way, Bruce Wayne, Batman has one.
Yeah, Keaton for me all the way as well.
I'm just happy you guys are saying Batfleck. Thank God no one's brought that up.
No. Maybe when he was in Good Will Hunting, but not
and they're talking that Boston accent, huh? That Boston.
Boston.
How you like them apples?
Yeah, but Keaton all the way as well. I think and he proved it when he came back in the Flash movie.
That movie was horrible. That movie was horrible, though.
Yeah, but he carried it though. Can you imagine if he wasn't in it?
So that movie was so bad. Thank God they got him in there.
And he kept just beating that giant fucking, Krypton, and he just kept blowing him up and shit. And then they killed him. He came back, did it again. I was like, dude, Keaton's still kicking ass at his age.
Yeah. To be honest, he masked a lot of the flaws. I thought the movie was good, and he masked a lot of flaws because he was in it.
We still haven't said what I said. Number one is Conroy, though. Are we not going to agree on that?
Well, yeah. Well, that's different, though, man. Yeah, I mean, he's the GOAT.
He's the GOAT.
Batman animated and stuff. Yeah. Oh, he also played in Smallville, by the way.
Smallville, yeah. He was in Smallville for a little bit.
He was in Smallville, by the way. Yeah.
Smallville. I think he was in Green Arrow too for one episode as a cameo. I think he was in it. He's just a legend. Connor's a legend. Rest in peace.
Yeah, he was in Green Arrow. He did the crossover with was it something of world? What was it? Crisis or Infinite Earth or something like that?
Yeah, and he died like a year later. I think. Yeah,
he was in that.
Goat, man. Goat. That's what it is. So, and then Patterson, and then Bale, and then you can go maybe Keaton after that. So.
Yeah, no, that's
Shenanigans right there. Waste 20 minutes.
Yeah. CW shows were
okay. Hold up. The first 3 seasons of Arrow were actually good. There's no doubt.
They were actually pretty good.
They were good. They're corny, but you gotta go and see Wallen.
Oh no, that Arrowverse was awesome, man. Especially the first few seasons.
Stop expecting Christopher Nolan level writing and this and that for everything. You got to understand what they are, and then you can enjoy it.
Yeah, for TV show, especially the Arrow.
It was still
especially
good.
The Arrow. It was gritty. Oh my gosh, I love the Arrow.
Yeah,
when he was killing people, you feel the city. Oh my gosh,
dude! I watched every Thursday. I watch that show every Thursday.
Yeah,
I like. I can't remember his name to pay Deathstroke. What's his name?
Oh, I loved him. He was amazing.
So good, dude.
Yeah.
He was amazing.
Richie Valentine's brother in La Bamba.
Yeah, I love him, man. Even the guy who even the guy who played Raja Ghul when it led up to that, when he had the battle with the arrow and for the fight and stuff. That was some good TV, man. Those first few seasons. Whew.
Yeah, it got off the rails. There's no doubt. It's got off the rails.
Yeah.
The first 3 seasons were, and then the first 2 seasons of the Flash were pretty good, and then after that, it gets a little funky. They got too many cooks in the kitchen. There's like 16 shows going on at once. You're like, what am I doing?
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie though, Marcos. I did enjoy the first Crisis on Infinite Earths, whatever the name was, the first time they did it. I enjoyed that one. I enjoyed it.
But the thing is, I love me some Brendan Routh. I really do listen to Brendan Routh. So like, get him in anything.
Yeah,
and I'm invested. He's not my Superman, but it wasn't his fault. So it was not his fault.
You change the subject a little bit, but it's still kind of comic and Marvel. The latest issue, I can't remember what issue it was with Storm, and they made Jujutsu Kaisen canon in Marvel.
Oh no, they did not.
They did.
Stop. I gotta see that. I can't
remember who she's battling, and this enemy hits her so hard, she starts going through different universes. She's just like flying back in different and she passes that scene in season 2. What's that time where he blows up the town and he's like all flaming. Goddamn, my brain's going to mush for Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't know if you watched that, Freddie.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. That last arc of that season,
where he's kind of floating in the air and he's battling the other dude with the fire, and he looks like
oh man, the Shibuya incident arc. I remember what you're talking about. Yeah.
Where Sukuna's fighting that volcano head guy. Jogo, yeah.
Oh, I love that fight. That fight was amazing.
Clearly knocked back through that scene. They show it.
That's crazy.
So they made it. I gotta find it for you, man.
Yeah, send it to me. I gotta see that. Send me that link or whatever.
Absolute Batman reference One Piece in a lot of the pages too. Like they have the characters in their version, obviously. Like you can see the Nami tattoo on her character with the red hair and everything. So like, look, like, you guys want to hate on One Piece? It's the GOAT of all time. Even DC's starting to copy it and pay homage to it. So just throw that out there. It's the GOAT.
To understand, the only GOAT of all time is Dragon Ball. You know this.
Don't do that. I want to throw up. I don't want to throw up.
Every single anime does some Kamehameha reference.
Look. Okay. Are we gonna say? Look, Bill Russell was.
I would just point out there is in Japan a Goku Day as well.
Exactly. There's not a
Hey,
Luffy day.
Will.
There's a character day.
Okay, cool.
For
And there's
one
One Piece. There's also One Piece Day. There's
You know what, Walt?
there's
Let me
One Piece
kick you out.
statues.
I'm gonna keep
Well,
Walt.
let me just say this. Let me just throw this
Well,
analogy.
sorry, you're excommunicated.
But let me just say this. Will, is Bill Russell? He was the foundation of the NBA, right? Is he better than Jordan?
Marcos, he played 8 teams, 13 by the time he retired.
Freddie, can you answer? Will, let him answer.
I don't know much about basketball. I just know about Jordan.
Okay,
I know a lot about
answer.
basketball. It's in my brain.
Okay,
Yeah.
Freddie, you know what I'm going at with this, obviously, right? Like, things evolve for the
Straight to Marcos's bill of lunacy.
Here we
Oda
are.
said it. Oda said it best. There's no One Piece without Dragon Ball. Look. I respect Dragon Ball Z. It's aged horribly though. One Piece is still going. It's the number one manga.
But Dragon Ball is also still going, and they've done movies.
But it's not
and
number one. It's not number one like One Piece is every week. So
Yeah,
I
but
can't.
One Piece isn't number one anymore every week. It's not running continuously anymore.
okay, hold on. Wait,
So
first
what are
off,
you talking about?
okay, Lane. They do the monthly vote, like the monthly rankings, and it's always One Piece.
You fucking crazy, man. You sound insane. Do you realize that? You should be medicated.
But Marcos, though, again, I'm not. To be honest, I'm out of the whole like anime like GOAT debate stuff. I have for me personally because I haven't watched One Piece like that and Dragon Ball. I'm a casual watcher and stuff like that. I do have what I consider my favorite, but and I watch a lot of anime. But I do know that for the last 10 years, though, when they run through the as far as the top manga of all time, One Piece did not beat out, at least in the last 5 years,
It was
like Jujutsu Kaisen, and you had others that
it beat out JJK. It didn't beat out Demon Slayer. That was the only thing.
Demon Slayer and JJK won that year
JJK
for a couple times.
They had it a couple times, yeah, but it was consistently. Regardless, it's top 3.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm just saying though, not every year in the last, I think 5, 7, 10 years that they've won every year though.
I
That's what I'm
did say
saying.
Demon Slayer. Just throw that out there.
Yeah.
I did say Demon Slayer.
Yeah, I think Jujutsu Kaisen won a couple years. I gotta look that up.
JJK is great.
Actually had the
I like
list.
it. I like JJK. It does, but it's overrated, but it's good. It's good. Demon Slayer 100% is the most overrated thing of all time. I like
Walton is just firing like.
And the thing is, like, I love
everybody and everything about everything.
I have to convince my kids.
Let me just say this, McFly. One Piece can be hard for a first anime of all time, but you have to read it. Reading it is a way better experience, 100%.
Yeah, I've gotten my kids into anime for the last 10 years, and then especially now because like they're teenagers in high school, so they watch a lot of anime now. Even they start watching more anime than me now. But and even now, I have to convince them, right? Because again, they watch Jujutsu Kaisen, they watch Demon Slayer and stuff like that, and they've watched a lot of the old school stuff. And when we talk, we discuss anime a lot, and we talk about like the greats. They even slightly say, and I have to like, you better watch your mouth. They're like, Dad, Jujutsu Kaisen, I don't know. It's kind. I was like, it is not number one. No. I said, don't.
No,
it just.
It has the worst ending. One of the worst endings of all time.
No, but my point and where I'm going at too is like you know.
But they may not have seen the anime's not at the end yet.
Yeah, but what I'm saying.
Like, we're still like 16 years out from the ending. How the anime goes.
But Marcos, but what I'm trying to say is that what they're looking at is the shiny new toy, like with the animations and the stuff like that. So in their mind, when they see the Demon Slayers and Jujutsu Kaisen and stuff like that, they're thinking about all of that, the fights, the animation, and the stuff. So in their mind, it's like, well, and I'm like, no, you can't. You have to look past that when you look at some of the older animes, and like you can't put it ahead of stuff like Full Metal Alchemist and some of these other ones, Dragon Ball Z and stuff like that. I'm like, I was like, you know,
one of the best animes ever for what the story is trying to tell.
You said Fist of the North Star?
I love Fist of the North Star. Love Fist of the North Star.
I love that series because it knows at points, like it's written, it knows it's making fun of itself with some of its overly seriousness and silliness where you look at it.
Yeah. Lane, you know there's a new one. It just came out, right? I have it queued up. I haven't watched it yet.
I don't like the animation style. It's the same one.
Me neither. That's why I haven't seen it yet. But I am going to give it a chance, though.
They're like super rushing through stuff, like super fast. But
Walton, have you seen it? The Fist of the North Star, the new one? I don't know if he watches.
But
Yeah, he'll probably say he hates it. So it's like,
Yeah,
no
he,
yeah.
point.
does he
Well,
know what it is? Probably saying, I hate it. You know,
we've
fuck
been
it.
getting sidetracked for this for a little bit, but I know William, you had said you had
Shenanigans.
something you had
Shenanigans.
wanted to
See,
let us know
no.
about tonight.
Yeah,
Okay.
there are things we could talk about. I don't mind letting the shenanigans kind of roll a little bit. I do want to do an anime podcast here soon. Hopefully that Yamamoto gets shipped here. I'm just waiting on spec to hit me up.
Freddie,
And then
that's when
we'll
we go in, baby. That's when we go in.
Yeah, we'll do an anime
Hey,
set.
yeah, I'm down. I'm down.
Well, I will say just for a revival, I'm looking forward to seeing this because there's going to be a new version of Magic Knight Rare that'll be coming, one of Clamp's classic series. I read more of the manga than watched the anime back in the day,
Mhm.
but I loved Magic Knight Rare back in the day because I used to read all of Clamps, a lot of Clamp stuff. I read Rare.
Yeah.
What was it? The one with the Parascons, the like computers that were like girls. Chobits, and then also Card Captor Sakura, which that was not really my jam 100%, is that I really like the art style and stuff.
Can I ask you guys something? I'm curious, right? Because so with anime, there are times for various reasons, whether it's because the writer sick or died or it's just plain slow. Like Marcos knows that stuff, right? In anime, when it comes to the manga, would you rather, when they're doing a show, would you rather them not complete the anime to wait for the writer and the manga, or would you rather them just go ahead and just create your own arc and ending? Because I have issues with that, and I don't. Sometimes I'm like, I love it, it's so good, I want you to continue, but the other times I'm like, nah, man, you gotta. If it's not out as much as I want a new season, you just gotta sit tight and just let it be.
No,
what are your thoughts?
For me, it's sit tight because what we're gonna get if that ever happens is Game of Thrones season 7 and 8. We don't want that. We don't want Game of Thrones season 7, 8, and anything. So you wait on the author. You wait till they do what they do. If it's bad, it's bad. If it's good, it's good, and you just go from there. Like you adapt it's their work. The thing is with manga is like that's their work, and they're very prideful about it. You know, Japanese culture is all about honor and this and that. So like that's their thing. They're not gonna get with it if someone tries to make their own story outside of it. So I say wait. And real quick, Will, one last thing. Like the Hunter x Hunter is the perfect example. Like, yes, I'm annoyed that we have not got the Hisoka versus Chrollo fight. Which
same,
is
man.
amazing in the manga. It's so good.
Yeah,
but when it happens, I think it's happening. They said they're gonna start production either next year or the year after. And that fight, when it's animated, I don't care if it's 10 episodes or a movie. My God, that is gonna be the
It's
best
a running joke. Hunter x Hunter fans like me, we're all like, dude, when? It's been like 20 years.
But dude,
like,
Freddie, if they make that into like an hour 45 movie, bro, with the movie budget, that thing is gonna be one of the lifetime best
that series
anime fights of all time.
is never gonna get completed. Like you forget.
His health is too bad. He can't write. Like he literally can't like bend down. He said so. It is what it is. But yeah.
I want to bring this up because Freddie wanted to check it, but within the last, I'm just going back from 2020 to 2025, One Piece has not hit #1 sales.
Dude,
that's what I'm saying. I did see the list. You're right. Yeah.
Dude, the last year, the #1 sales.
Hold on. 2025, they did hit #1 in sales, but after that, going down 2024, 3, 2, 1, and 20. They were like 6th, 5th, 7th right now. So 2021 was Jujutsu Kaisen was #1 in sales.
That sounds correct.
2022 was Jujutsu Kaisen in sales. 2023 was Blue Lock.
Yes, I do remember that. You're right. I remember when I saw that list. Yep.
Or Jujutsu Kaisen again, and then 2025 was One Piece. So I'm not going further down than 2020, but in 2020, One Piece was #3. I can't remember who was.
Oh wow, that's so bad. After 20 plus years, they're still top 3.
Thanks, Will. No, but that will confirm because like I said, I did see that list because I was curious myself, and I saw One Piece did not hit like #1 for the year for like a bunch of years. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not taking away the greatness of One Piece. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand. I'm just saying it's
okay.
It's
on the website,
it's not.
Right now, 2025, yes, One Piece was it. 2024, One Piece was it, and then 2023, Let me look it up right now. Like, guys, what are we doing here? Like, are we just
Right
making
now.
up lies?
No, I just
What?
Googled it. You want a screenshot? Send it to you?
2023, One Piece again, and then 2022.
Hold on. I put. What did you
Jujutsu
put?
Kaisen. Jujutsu
I put,
Kaisen.
I put top mangas by year.
Yeah, I'm looking at volume.
I'm just-
Volumes of what they.
I'm not going by
No.
volume.
We're doing by year. When the year is over, when the quarter year is over, that's what we're looking at. When the year is done.
Okay, hold up, guys. You understand? There's only like 2 to 3 volumes at most every year.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
But we're just saying, as far as sales,
it's like 2 volumes a year.
But Marcos, we're doing business, right? Business, like for a business, whatever. I'm saying from January to December, how much in sales, regardless of whether it was 1 volume or 2, out of sales, what was the best for the year? That's what we're saying.
So 2020,
the number one selling.
Look, 2020 to 2025, number one through that process was Demon Slayer, 117 million. It had a big following, 100%. Next, after that is One Piece, 41.7 million. After that, Spy Family, which you guys should watch. And
I watch it.
And then guess what?
I love it.
Number 4 is my second go, Kingdom, 25.6 million. Everybody should read Kingdom, 100%. Watch Kingdom season 2 to where
Kingdom is good.
Kingdom is so good, dude. It's good.
I'm on a yearly best-selling manga by year. I'm literally on their page because they do all the stuff.
Look, everybody. I'm not lying.
We gotta. What we're trying to do is find out which website is correct. But I know Manga Codex is pretty on point with all this stuff.
Manga Codex it's a redistribute. It's a what's it called? It's not like a official site.
It is an official site. What are you talking about?
It's not an official site for like sales like that. No, it's not.
But anyway, could we go around in circles right now? But I'm just saying though,
we can. But One Piece 20 plus years, it got beat out by once in a lifetime.
I'm just saying, within this decade, is all I'm saying. Within this decade, they're not number one every year. That is all I'm saying.
That's fine, but guess what? In 3 decades, One Piece has been top 3 basically every decade.
Well, I'm not discounting. I'm just saying this decade now. I'm just saying there are a lot of there's some good animes, man.
Walton, Shonen Jump is not garbage, dude. Like stuff. Great stuff. He says, "Watch the Dananan." The Dananan is one of the worst things I've ever fucking.
What? No, I like the Dananan. It's funny. I love it.
All Shonen Jump is garbage, but
Turbo Granny. Come on, let's go.
I want to get your ball.
I thought we were friends.
Shit, that's good. That's funny. But yeah. But in any case, we'll get off the manga rant. Even though Marcos is completely wrong, and I'm gonna find the right statistics.
My statistics.
Yeah, I'm gonna find one because I have it saved too. I have it saved too. I'm gonna find mine as well.
Marcos probably has it on his notepad on his phone, and he just say no, typing it in there. But yeah, Manga Codex is usually the one I go for when I want to see.
Yeah, I know about that one.
Yeah, but I know Lane wanted to chat a little bit about the Prime one that we've been noticing. I couldn't find where the guys were messaging about the shipping cost and how ridiculous the shipping cost is.
Yeah.
Lane, if you could elaborate a little bit more, because my mind is brain farting here, but I think they wanted
$1,600
for shipping. For shipping.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. $1,600 for
was that
shipping. That was direct from Prime 1. That was for I think it was supposed to be maybe a Last of Us piece or something.
Yeah, it was a Last of Us Master Line, I believe that's what it was.
Yeah, which was like $19.99 or something like that.
Yeah.
And it was 2 boxes. Now, I think some people were saying that they were discussing that they're only showing one shipping method. I haven't tried to add something. I was actually going to do that tonight, actually, real quick.
Yeah.
From Prime 1. So what we were talking about, this isn't something I'm personally getting, but I thought that this would be kind of functional to so I'm just putting in right now. Now this isn't probably going to necessarily be as much. It's a single box fee, or actually, no, I know what I was going to add here. We'll go all out on Batman Who Laughs, which is like 2 boxes of hugeness.
No, when they were talking about the 2 boxes shipping, was that DHL? Did it say what it was?
They said they were showing was just one method, which that was the regular, which was supposed to be regular shipping.
Okay, so freight shipping.
Yeah. So now, so I'm not sure with some of this necessarily. So like right now, obviously we got to remember this is all versus what those guys are actually being told is their shipping payment and stuff they have to do. So like if I right now I have the Batman Who Laughs and Robin King, which is $28.99. So they're saying the estimated shipping. Now this is what the guys were saying was the final payment for shipping that they needed to do to get that piece paid for. They said they were just getting one shipping option. So right now it's saying if I were to pre-order this very large third scale statue, Prime shipping has $1,030. It's got economy shipping $398. So obviously that's usually, for one that big and stuff, for the difference between what you're paying. That's
insane,
sense.
Man. That's insane.
It's just at least the difference you're going to pay. But seeing $1,600 for a $2,000 piece. No, I did not pre-order that. I'm not getting that piece. That's too expensive.
Are they trying to make it so people don't resell these pieces and actually commit to a cost? I mean, that's what it sounded like. There's no possible way you'll buy a piece for $2,000 and pay $1,500 for shipping, right? And try to resell it at the price you paid. You'll be losing. You'll be losing so much. So is that?
Well, it's an extra stream for them to get money. Like that. I'm sorry. It just sounds like a scam to me. Like it totally sounds like a term.
Doesn't sound like a scam, Lane. It is a scam. It's like straight up.
Well, I can't. Scam involves certain other things being disingenuous what you're going to get, but this has that kind of feel to it because I know that there was discussion. You guys kind of discussed this a little bit last night. Like I think Matt had talked about it a little bit. That like there's no way that there's any chance that shipping or getting a box or something like to stick it on a boat for space or something is going to be that expensive. Like there's just no way in the snowball's chance of hell.
I've seen the 2 boxes, Lane, and one of the boxes is like relatively big. It's not that big, and the other box is relatively small. It is not worth $1,600 or even at the lowest end, $1,200 at all. So
that I don't think people paid that much necessarily for like say the Sauron 1/3 because the 2 boxes for that was a mega huge box and then a really big box.
Walton. So there's real quick, Lynn. There was a guy that posted. We don't know 100% sure because he didn't clarify if it was 100% sure air shipping or the sea shipping. It was $1,600. But there was a guy that confirmed 100% that it was straight up sea shipping and it was $1,200 shipping. So
let's see my
because think about it. It's 2 boxes. Okay, think about it. It's 2 boxes. Marcos, I know Marcos, Freddie, and I we PO'd that custom dark side.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dark side shipping for 4 massive boxes in 1 wooden crate was $850 the US. 4 massive.
That's really
boxes.
good.
So where does Prime One get the price for their shipping for 2 somewhat large boxes or one somewhat
not even one of them is decently big.
It's the untold pay our factories bonus.
Exactly. That's what it is.
Now, guys, I'm just making just in case anybody's going or going to take shorts of things. I am making a joke with that. You got to be careful and clarify things that I was stunned because the reason I wanted to discuss this because I'm supposed to be by the end of this month. The next piece I was going to order. I'm all in on Prime One. Like I love their stuff, so like that's why like all my pre-orders are Prime One. I got like 4 or 5 of them, and I have another one. I'm not getting into the discussion of do you pre-order or not pre-order or something. That's something they talked about last night. Yeah. If I'm going to get something, I'm going to make sure I've got it locked in. I may not do it the day one necessarily, but the next piece I was considering getting, because I'm fairly certain it's just going to be one box and such, I was going to do for Prime One because I like kind of how I could do their payment plan, how they do theirs, because I already have one that was my first one ever, that the Phantasm quarter scale. Now I'm terrified for that thing coming in 2 years. What is going to be the price on that? And it's shouldn't be a huge box. You know, it's going to be a solo box one. Shouldn't be as big as, like, I don't know, the Hellbat or something, because my Hellbat quarter scale came in a monstrous box. But it made me just kind of go, as soon as I saw that, because I'm not expecting this one I'm waiting for, which is a quarter scale statue. I'm not expecting it's not going to be 2 boxes or stuff. But as soon as I heard that, I said, okay, I'm not ordering that from Prime One Direct.
Yep.
If I want to get the deluxe bonus, as long as it's, well, I'm facing other concerns now with, like, after that Chun-Li and stuff. But I will consider that, you know what, I'm only going to buy from US distributor, and depending on what price it is, I may not try and get a deluxe bonus, even though I know everybody says get that version, or, you know, you have a harder time reselling it later or whatever. I'm very much up.
Don't think about it. Just get deluxe. Honestly, it's no.
Yeah, well, no, I'm just saying other retailers will have the deluxe. Now it depends what the bonus piece is. If it's a really cool light Lens cup, you might go for it. But here's an example I use. You guys remember when we looked at the Batman Who Laughs with the Robin King? What was the bonus, please, that you got with that? Was that little skull Batman thing that goes in the Robin King hand? Okay, so if you're trying to buy that from after seeing what we saw for those things, and that thing's going to be 2 boxes, you're automatically going to go, I'm going to go buy it from a U.S. retailer. Like, first thought is like, but which is kind of funny if that would be the shipping price. Now, obviously, Sideshow usually runs you over the coals too, but considering, I would just look at that and go, you know what, I'm just going to buy the deluxe version from them and get it as the same price pretty much as the deluxe bonus from Sideshow directly, not pay $700 or almost $800 more for the deluxe bonus version for that little head sculpt. I think if this is the type of pricing you're facing for, like, Prime One, and I'm sure we might see spikes or this stuff done by even J&D or other stuff like that too. They've had some big prices for some of their, like, those tariff things that ran people over who bought guts and everything directly from them and stuff. I think if you are a Prime One or considering Prime One pieces, I think you have to be willing to consider, because Prime One is trying to force other retailers like Sideshow or Comic Concepts or Spec Fiction or whoever, that you would try and get the bonus versions normally, you know, the best, quote, best version. Right. I think you have to really stop now and have to think about, if you're, like, locked in for a piece, you have to look in, what is the bonus piece that's actually going to come with the statue? Like, and you have to go. Yeah, you still probably want to maybe go in on the deluxe if there's a deluxe version of it that has a bunch of different head sculpts or switch outs or something. But you got to really sit there and think about, hey, if I just get the deluxe, it's the same price as buying the extra bonus piece from Prime One directly. But I'm not going to, you know, maybe I can just do without that. Yeah, but I'm still getting deluxe. It's literally going to have everything except for one piece, you know? And then do you just need to go in?
I just think it doesn't make any, I mean, for me, myself, it doesn't make any sense to even PO anything from these companies anymore, to be honest. And I haven't really PO'd. I mean, I PO'd from Todd, and that was Sume and Jazz Inc., because they're still pretty decent, right? Will I PO G&D, XM? I don't. XM, we already know the issues. J&D, they don't need to get you on shipping, because they already get you at the cost of each piece, right? So they don't have to gouge you for shipping. They've been doing that since the beginning, with their prices being so high. And then now with Prime One, with these ridiculous shipping quotes, you know, it's crazy. Like Marcos, right? Marcos has like 30 POs. He's going to know what shipping costs for each of them. They're not even going to be nearly as close as Prime One's.
No, it's like I have pieces that are like way bigger boxes, like anime pieces, and it's 1/8 the price of that, like $1,600.
Yeah,
That's a
well,
1/3 piece. That's a 1/3 piece.
last year, yeah, when I got the third scale Harley who last was only a single box, but it was obviously a monstrous box, like over 4 feet tall.
Right.
That I think I got that from Concept, and I think if I look back, I think the shipping was somewhere like 120 to 150 bucks.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. When do collectors, maybe not in the East out there, because it's very close. Shipping's probably extremely cheap. I know Japan's the island, so they still got to go on a cargo ship and send it to China and all that other stuff, and it's fairly somewhat inexpensive. But for Europeans and for us here in the West, like, why would you PO from them if you're looking at the shipping? You're like, what are they talking about? So you go on their winter sale or whatever sale they have. You see a piece like, so the piece is like $500, but shipping's $1,000. It's like, what? Like, why would shipping?
Well, the amount of times I wanted to order the Zatanna 1/3, like the deluxe edition from Prime.
Yeah.
So it's on sale always. It's never low stock. So like, it's been on the sale always, and I want to buy that piece. But the last time I saw it on sale, it was around $750, but the shipping was like $700. I'm like, dude, like the sale went away.
Yeah, so $1,500 for a piece that you like but don't love, so you're willing to drop.
But if it was on sale for $750 and maybe 200 shipping, 300 shipping, I'll buy it.
That's
right there.
$1,000 or 1/3 under $1,000. That's a no brainer.
Yeah, 100%. But the thing is, the thing is too. I've said this for years about Prime One. They're 100% charged because this is before the Trump tariffs, all that bullshit. They were charging extra on shipping completely always. They always were. I remember the Sage Cheese Joker. I remember my last because like it got delayed like 6 times. It was so annoying. And then finally I got my final payment. So I had the last payment in the payment plan, so $149, and then plus shipping. The shipping was $800. It went from the estimated shipping was around $200 and went to $800. So I'm paying $1,000 for my last payment. I'm like, I'm not doing that. So I canceled, and the thing is, what's crazy is I went to Comic Concepts, bought that piece in full, like full price, full shipping, and it was still cheaper than doing like buying it from Prime One. So I don't know, man. Like Prime One's in a weird spot. Like they want people to order direct from them because they obviously get more money from them. But people aren't dumb. We're not fucking stupid. We understand what you're doing. You're charging extra for shipping, like Lane said, to pay pre-orders and everything else. So I don't know, man. I can't stand it. It's annoying.
Yeah, no, for sure. Because I remember when I purchased my Superman Hush black version from directly. I bought 3 directly from Prime One, and I got lucky. I paid like $300 for both boxes.
Yeah,
with that retail price. Wonder Woman, that art term Wonder Woman. I think I paid like $160 to ship that.
You think that's crazy? I paid my Red Hood, the Arkham series one.
Yeah,
$50 shipping with the December sale and everything. So I paid $650 for that piece.
Yeah, so that's a steal.
That's what I'm saying. It was one box. It wasn't a big box, but still, like the fact that it was $50 shipping from overseas and all that bullshit. So like the fact that they know they can do it. I know they can do it. They don't want to do it.
I think what it was is, I think what it is, they try to go easy on us. I mean, people that purchase from them with the whole pay extra $500 for blood and $10,000 for this and that. And since that didn't work, they're like, well, all right, we'll just bump up the shipping. And now they're just bumping up the shipping. It's like a last resort kind of thing, in my opinion. I don't know.
100%.
I'm not. That's my assumption that that's what they're doing because it doesn't make.
But like, I don't know what you do charging shipping like that. That's gonna kill people buying your stuff because they're already raising the prices of the statues as it is.
Exactly.
I mean, we are getting to the point. Like Prime One's already there. I know J&D we've talked about has been there, but there are Prime One pieces that are being more than J&D pieces that are launching price wise now.
Right.
Now it's almost like, hey, they're in the same stratosphere. You're having just to decide, do you prefer something comic based or anime, like not real person based, or do you want to go something that's for actor likeness or something like that more often than not now when you're trying to decide which way you're going to go rather than, hey, Prime One's still kind of expensive. but they're like a tier below what like
Mhm.
J&D requires or something. And
Right.
like that Batman, I like hearing this and seeing that after this feels like body blow, body blow, body blow. And this isn't just we're banging on Prime because they're almost the easy example to go hit on for some of
Right.
this stuff. But this is something just in general we have to be looking at for the statue industry. And not everybody's doing this, but we still just it could be other rising prices just in general for shipping or other things, because that could eventually affect LBS or where you're buying. I think as collectors now, we have to really hard examine where are we going to be willing to look to buy stuff from. Do we have? I mean, I know that you guys have heard me complain, like, I'm like, well, I don't know where my Flashpoint Batman is with spec fiction because it takes, 2 years extra sometimes to get your statue. When when like Alan was talking about leaving out just, like Queen does them in batches, like, they do their figures or something like that, like the NR figures where you can wait a year for when the first person gets the thing to the final person gets it, because they do like 15 at a time or 20 at a time or something. I think you have to start looking and be willing to where you're going to be more patient to get your product, for being able to willing to go to a retailer or something like that
Yeah.
in your country.
You're for sure gonna have to go do your legwork now. Like check everybody out, like Comic Zone with Marcos or Todd at Spec Fiction, or any
Josh
of those
Comic Concepts or
concepts. You're gonna have to
in
just
your,
go.
in Europe, you check some of the other retailers.
But you gotta understand,
They
when
did
you
one
go to
areas.
those retailers, you gotta understand it's gonna be later than people that do retail.
Yeah.
When you get in, you have to understand that too at the same time. So you can't expect those retailers to get in the next week. When you see people,
You might be waiting 3 or 4 or 6 months.
exactly. So like there's risk and rewards for every situation.
Or
You
even
gotta weigh your
Sideshow, you're going to be wearing months more, but that you will you may lose dollar value in your patience sometimes, but you'll save dollar value in your wallet. Which, if you have more money in your wallet, that's either something that's money you have to save. That might be money where something else in the extra 6 months you're waiting for that else might pop up that you might want to get it, or something like you may have a huge statue company, and then there's a really nice supplementary statue or some other stuff or a print that might pop up or different things that help extenuate whatever the collection setup you're doing or something can pop up. And you've got that money, or you've got that for other things you may want, or you're considering getting something later in the year, or you're just saving because you're like, hey, I know something is coming probably in a year or so of a character I want, or from a series, or there's an anniversary for something coming up. So more than likely, there'll probably be some, like with Star Wars 50th, the original release, there's probably going to be a bunch next year, early next year, of some really good Star Wars, high-end collectible stuff and everything. So it gives you extra money to have towards that, just that kind of thing. Sorry, go ahead, FBA. Go ahead, Freddie.
No. I mean, you guys pretty much said everything. But yeah, that's why now I look at, I try to go to retailers. Like, I don't mind the long wait. I'd rather go to retailers, BBTS, Sideshow, wherever, and I'm like, save off the shipping. Like, I've never been one of those. Well, recently, with the exception of J&D, so I ordered 2 stuff directly from J&D, but they're pretty.
And now you might be getting run over by them.
Yeah, that's the thing. So I'm crossing my fingers.
That's a different thing than the shipping. That's different than the shipping.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm for going to resale because I'm trying to save, right? I know BBTS, they pretty much front load everything, which I have to weigh that too. They heavily front load stuff, but I weigh that too because I do appreciate that. At least I know what the upfront cost is, and I'm not blindsided because I'm only paying $4 shipping at the end of the day with the excluding tariffs, because tariffs is everywhere now. But and tax.
Notice with them, they don't do many DXs. It's just regulars. Like every time I go there, they only have regular versions of everything.
Yeah. I think I have seen bonuses, unless I'm mistaken.
Every time I go on, there's a fucking bonus, and I'm like, dude, why does this webpage not do bonuses? It's all just
think
regular.
I think you just got in there too late. I think I've seen bonuses before.
Maybe.
I think so. I don't remember, but
Yeah, I don't have to check them out. Sorry to interrupt. Yeah.
but no, that's all good. But yeah, man, I'd rather go to the retailers, man, because I know however they get their stuff, and they're not really like overcharging for shipping, right? Because I'm sure they get their quote, right? Will I don't really know how that goes too much. I'm sure they got their quote. They already know what's pretty much the idea of what they're being charged for shipping, and we pay a set price. So I'd rather that, man, because every time I hear you guys talk about going direct and then the shipping cost, especially with Prime One, that scares me. So I'd rather not.
J&D has a 1,000+ surcharge with shipping, because they do air only. It's like, goddamn, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
They need to fix that.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Give you the option. At least give you the option, with like C versus.
I forgot to mention earlier on the anime with the Storm and the anime thing. She also gets blasted into the what's that new anime with the garbage, the Gachia Kuda?
Gotcha. I loved it. I just finished it, by the way. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
of course, Freddie loves it.
She flies through that universe too. So they show
really?
like yeah. I'm gonna send this to you, Freddie. So
you haven't watched it, Marcos? I like it. I didn't say I love it. I didn't say it's the greatest anime. I say it was really fun. I liked it.
I'm still catching up on Dr. Stone. I get caught up in that season. I gotta catch up on One Piece, which is crazy. But I read every week manga, so like I know what the story is. Just gotta watch the anime. That's all it is. Yeah. So those are the things I gotta do.
So with that, pretty much with that Prime One, people. I mean, if you got the funds and you don't really give a shit, you want to buy direct shipping. Shipping is very expensive. Or
I ain't rich like Marcos.
Yeah,
I'm not rich. Stop. I'm just single. That's the only thing. I'm just single, man.
Or you can do like myself.
Well, hey, no, that makes a difference, man.
It does.
Like,
1,000%.
Freddie.
I know.
And
I know.
Freddie to the maximum. William
Mortgage, kids, wife. Oh my gosh.
I mean, and there's also there's the white, like if it just says the white tax or the
college,
the partner. Yeah, well, the partner collector stare down.
Dude,
that you get when they see the box. If they open the door and see the big box, or
I don't have a problem, but Freddie does. I know he does. Freddie's like, I intercepted it.
or they open their front door, or they're blocked from going through their front door.
Yeah.
Or they can't pull into the garage because there's something the size
like I said,
of the garage.
My excuse is I don't unbox, and she hates that. She hates clutter. My wife is like, she's very neat, so she says, yeah, it's like, I know you don't have another box when you haven't even unboxed these 12 that you have sitting right here. That's the only issue, not the fact that I'm buying it or using my money. It's just, like I said, she's a clutter. Like, she's just like, dude, like, open this box.
And you're like, all boxes have their time when they're supposed to be open with the proper care.
My wife actually, she multiple cases. The last time we had like I wouldn't say a fight, like it was like a fun little argument. She was like, Freddie, she was like, do you want me to help you? I'll open these boxes for you. And I proceed to tell her, I said, babe, you open the boxes, won't do anything, because where are they going to go? Are you going to fit it into my are you going to hook up my display area? Are you going to unbox everything and then put it inside my office in each case? And I was like, babe, I said it's more than just unboxing the box.
Yeah,
opening the box.
You still got to find a location. But
exactly. But, she don't really understand. She just like, just take it out.
And that's what I'm saying. My opinion is just be patient like myself. Wait till later and just buy it, 4 years from now. That piece that you always want.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I don't have that much patience. I need to know that I have it on order, and then I'm going to wait 10 years for it.
Well, I'm just saying, Lane. I mean, obviously, we've done it on stream. I've unboxed and bought plenty and sold plenty to where it's like everything that comes out, showcase or whatever, doesn't really give me that excitement that I want to see.
Right.
The only excitement I've wanted to see was when they showed the Michelle Pfeiffer Jazz Inc. and I love the portrait, and I think it's coming out great. So I was like, I'm gonna buy it because I'm excited. The only other times I was really excited, XM Hulk Buster, XM Hulk Transformation, and I'm working on getting that too. So like for me, it's like I love the nostalgia and the classic of the collecting. Not to say that these newer ones aren't good. I like the Ghost in the Shell that they showed the last time around, right? I like the Aloy. I think the Aloy with the Karja Dark Suit.
Oh, phenomenal.
Phenomenal. I hate that it's 1/3. I wish it was quarter. They could have hooked me and I would have picked that piece up because I freaking love that armor in the game. So like there are certain things, but not enough for me to buy directly for them to do anything like that. I got the patience enough to wait.
Me too. That's where I'm at right now. I want it. I'm gonna get it, but I could wait. It'll be there.
I'm in a particular position to where I'm working with third-party retailers in China, and they've been messaging me saying, I got this, I got that at this price, that price, and it's way cheaper than retail. So, I mean, they're bigger ticket items. If you looked at my sale pieces, they're Transformer stuff, 1/3 Predator stuff. Like there's a bunch of things they're just kind of shooting my way. Bus, J&Ds, those are more high item tickets, but they're still cheaper than retail shipped. So it's like now I'm getting involved with these guys, and it's like, well, if I really want this piece, I know I can get it through them a little bit cheaper than everybody else did at one point in time. And they're still grails. It doesn't change the fact 4 or 5 years later, the quality of the Prime One piece, because they're still good, right? The Predator, the Jungle Hunter, is still a phenomenal piece. Our boy Michael Reyes has that piece at home, and when I go over there and visit him, I look at it, I'm like, it's still a fantastic piece, no matter how old it is. So I just personally, I just wait and get the piece if you want to. But if you're a baller and you want to get it right off the bat, man, God bless you and do your thing, man. That's just my direction with that. We'll go one more item here for Lane. I think this is one of those pieces that he's going to want a PO, but based off the shipping thing, he might not want to. So let's bring that up, Lane, for you. This one.
Well, this is more tied into my theme of stuff that I've been doing lately. So this Chun-Li, I probably am not going to get. There's one I'm waiting for after it, which is probably supposed to come out later this month, but it's of the Street Fighter line. But I really like actually looking at pictures. So this is the latest Street Fighter 6 line. This is the quote modern Chun-Li, the more master version. So here's the thing I'll point out, just like what I was talking about, where you might have to make a decision on the ultimate bonus. So the ultimate bonus there is her name in the blue, like a little proximity piece. That piece is smaller than the head sculpt. It's really small. So that is what the bonus is basically for it.
That's it. That's the bonus, and that's why it's $1,700.
Yeah, the bonus is not.
Well, so that's probably the price.
But also the price is not like a big big difference, right, Lane?
It's $16.99 versus $10.99, I think, for the regular. But this one, my thing was because the price went up versus the what do you call it? The Ivy Valentine from Soul Calibur. Now I know different license, but I mean quarter scale fighting game piece. That one was $14.99. So this went up $100. I was like, now it's $16.99 for this quarter scale. Now there's been some other ones like Black Rock Shooter, which is about the same price and everything, but you're probably looking at this one's going to be $2,000. At another retailer for the ultimate bonus version. I went, oh God, for a quarter scale, no, absolutely not. Now this one might be a little bit more because it's Chun-Li and also some of the other stuff that comes with it. Now the one thing for her is that she's got two different, upper torsos.
Yeah.
And as you can see there, she's got two completely different bottom halves in different poses. So literally you're looking at basically two bodies as part of the same.
That's statue. A good plus though, I think. Like you get two. Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking that's why she might be a little bit more, is because it's literally almost two statues together in quarter scale. But I think
I hate that second portrait. I hate that second portrait.
The ultimate portrait?
Yeah, I don't like it, man.
I don't think they're that different enough from
No, but the first one's way softer, which is good for her because she's like a soft character with the body of a goddamn
with the chicken legs.
Yeah, look at those things. Look
they made sure to show the thighs quite a bit. Yeah, that now I expect probably at some point they are probably going to do her classic outfit, Kupo outfit, down the road because they want to make money. And a lot of people have requested a lot of the classic looks for the characters, like there's outfit twos in the game. I really like the kind of background stand for this. I like both poses; they fit perfectly for her character. See, that's what I mean. That's the ultimate bonus is that little tiny thing. So if you're facing where, like we were talking about, if you're not willing to worry about the shipping, like this isn't probably going to be a huge box, but if you're just like, the shipping for this thing could be like, I don't know, like $600, $500 or $600. You might just balk at that for a quarter scale statue, spending that much on the box that isn't, like Dark Side, which is 4 boxes already confirmed or something.
Yeah.
So I think this one really.
If this is more than 1 box, I would fucking lose my mind.
No, it's one.
Hard to say.
I already looked.
It should be. Thank God.
But I'm just saying, for how that's looking, this could be like $500 or $600 by the time it comes out in 2028, probably, or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're gonna balk spending that much.
Lane, you have to understand, if the pricing will go down from Prime 1 Direct if no one buys stuff, like, and it looks like that's happening. So they're gonna hit with a lot of cancellations, this and that. So like the price will go down if that keeps happening. So
I'm just saying for right now though, but you could be okay. So if you're gonna aim, you're just like, I'm definitely not doing this for Prime 1 directly.
Yeah, but
this could be an example you have to make up your mind where. I'm just using, for instance, like on Sideshow, for the deluxe version, which is like the full stuff except for that one small piece. That one might be like $17.10 or $16.99, like on Common Concepts or something. So it's the same price as this, whereas it's going to be like $19.99. So it's going to be $300 more because it's the bonus version. So you might have, this is like a perfect example. Like, is that small piece with the character's name on it worth it to you to spend $300 more? Or will you just get the deluxe price? That's what I'm meaning. You have to kind of maybe examine for these days.
Is anyone here watching or going to watch the Street Fighter movie?
Yeah, yes. I will. 100%.
What would you think about that new Chun-Li?
I don't know. Gotta see the movie.
Yeah, I like that she was in the gym. I like that they showed images of her in the gym and stuff, trying to get fit.
But
get them legs up.
They should have told her 3 years ahead so she can work on her thighs because
that's what I was getting at. Like, I'm not trying to hate because the actress, like, she looks cool and stuff like that and whatnot, and she looks like fit, and I like that she's putting into the role. But the classic, like that, what I'm saying? Like, come on, you got to find one with that. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I think that'd be kind of. I mean, you could potentially, but they might not have the acting credentials to be in the movie. You know what I mean? So it
could be worse, man. If you want to go see something being completely inaccurate, I totally recommend go see if you can track down and watch the King of Fighters movie, where you can see everything be wrong and not work. And
it's like the Dragon Ball Z movie too.
Yeah.
The King of Fighters one was like Yori Yagami and is like they're special agents or something, and there's a huge like age difference between Kyo and him, and they're trying to fight Rugal, and they actually got to get transported to a alternate dimension where they get warped kind of into their sort of look like horrible cosplay costumes based off the games. And then the best part is Mai Shiranui is in love with the Yori Yagami, and not Andy Bogart, which is like, I was like, wait, but that's like before the most recent game in City Wolves or something for 29 years. Her entire character arc is I'm stalking Andy Bogart to try and notice me, senpai, so that we can get married or something. And the actress did not. She's good. Susie. I forget the actress. She's actually a fairly good actress, but she physically did not fit for Shiranui at all. That was the worst adaptation I think I've ever seen for someone actors trying to do. But this piece, I think, is actually they took a long time to actually put this one up for pre-order. This was on their going to be coming page for a bit.
Yeah.
And even after they were showing it the most recent one, I was surprised it fit this long. But I don't know if they had some Capcom stuff they had to alter or something. But I think this is one of their most gorgeous fighting game pieces. Like, I think they nail her look from the game.
Yeah, they nailed her look for sure. Her look and her
They
thighs.
nailed the yeah, they nailed the thigh. You took the words right out of my mouth. Although the funny thing is, her guest appearance in City of Wolves, Fatal Fury City of Wolves, the revival of that one that came out last year, because she was a guest character with Ken. That they have this outfit as her main one, but they also included her classic outfit from the earliest Street Fighter games as well. God, her thighs in that game are so ridiculously thick. It's just, I'm just like, okay, that looks like a time for crushing like 10 watermelons or something at the same time. It's crazy. But
based off all the images, I think, and when you go with the ultimate, not with the bonus, I don't think the bonus makes any sense. But the ultimate and the price, 1,700, you get like somewhat 2 torsos, right?
And 2 legs, like it's literally 2 torsos and 2 legs.
Yeah, so
the arms.
See that you're technically getting kind of 2 quarter scale statues, and some extra base. Mm-hmm. That makes it I would say it would have been better if it was 1,700 shipped, but if you're gonna get the ultimate and shipping is less than $2,000, I think you're doing okay, because even Sideshow's some of their quarter scales over $1,000, $1,200 for some simple stuff. So I think the price point is there for this piece if you're gonna go ultimate, and I would go ultimate for sure.
But maybe not ultimate bonus.
Prefer Chung Li from Alpha 2 than from
100%.
That's just me.
But
it doesn't stop her from being gorgeous. Prime 1 does do a lot of very well sculpted female portraits, and it's just like
they nailed her. Like this is perfect almost for their sculpting game for Street Fighter 6, which uses a little bit more our Resident Evil more realistic engine.
Yeah, they did for sure. So, around the Korean
boys rise up. There we go.
Yeah,
$1,200 shipping.
Well, we're not questioning the quality of the stuff that they do. We're questioning like literally every business practice around the quality of their stuff.
Shipping, QC, returns, blah blah blah. That's all. Like
their QC really is not. It's very minimal. I think their QC is better than most.
I don't know, man. I've gotten about 4 pieces from Prime 1 that have been really bad, or like 2 of them have been annoying that they had those issues. So like, for me, their QC is definitely lacked, especially like I don't know.
I know you, Mark, but think about the thousands that they put out that don't have issues, right? And then you compare them with like, not hating, but we all know PCS has a QC issues with like almost everything. You know what I mean? So I think that's where I'm getting at right there. So yeah, their production.
One of the reasons I wanted to bring like us look at this was also personally because I figured we were going to be hammering on them a little bit about the shipping stuff, but I want to balance that a little bit so that we got to appreciate whatever business practice stuff that they can make us character collectors crazy sometimes, because we're like, God, guys, if you just wouldn't do A, B, or C, or would be a little bit more transparent. But when you get down to it, when you get this piece in your hand, now admittedly you might be wearing till doomsday for that to actually occur, but when you get in your hand, a lot of that is going to evaporate from your brain. You're going to see that thing and just be like, you're going to be like, that's the one thing with a lot of these pieces. They're annoying to the point we finally get them in our hands. Now, that doesn't just mean you're going to forget everything you might have dealt with, to the point of finally getting that or putting it together, and something annoying you putting it together. But once you have it, at least probably 50-60% of what your annoyance will go away. That's a great thing about the statue collecting hobby, I think. Even as much as I like still like 6-scale figures and stuff. That's what more like total numbers of. When you get a nice statue put together, there is just something. Even Marcos, after he had to battle through his pit of despair, intake some more alcoholic beverage refinement, had some complaints about material. Where like, dude, wouldn't it be a million times more awesome if it was made of this stuff instead? But after he got everything put together, and he finally would just like, you got to see it. He was super happy because
after he sobered up, his eyes started working again.
I still say this though, it's not worth the money I paid for. There's no doubt about that in my mind. So that's the other thing. I do enjoy it a lot, but let me just say this: if someone offers me a good price to sell it to them, I would probably take it. Like I do like the piece a lot, but for the price, I do not think it's for that worth it. The price for the issues it has. So it depends. It just depends.
I can't pay you, Marcos, but I got a Deadpool over here that's an ES number 2. I could trade.
I know. You're gonna give when you since I'm one of your best friends, you can give that to me for free, right? Obviously. Yeah. There you go.
Until you change your mindset. But
but that's all I was saying. Like, it's like it's tough, man. It's like when everything's put together, it looks cool and everything, but you still, as for us, like us 4 collectors and many people in the chat, we have so many pieces in our collection. So it's tough to always say, like, for my cousin that doesn't collect anything, who's still a big nerd, he would look at that Guts piece like, this is the best piece I've ever seen. For me, it's not, and it should be because for the price I paid. The Blackbeard, I paid a huge price for that. It's the best piece of my collection, 100%. There's no doubt about it.
We just know, Marcos, for you, you just have banged your head and had too many concussions in your life.
No, I want to see the J&D owner and just kind of give him an uppercut, just one of those. Yeah. So
random Korean said here, once it's in hand, you can understand. Still, the shipping, I can't understand. No matter what.
The shipping, that's a whole different enchilada. That's a whole different enchilada. Like I said, one of the reasons is that we sometimes can get so focused on the other business stuff around everything, where you get your head lost in that, and sometimes you got to just stop for a second and take a look at the art you actually like to collect, and be reminded. It's like. Fuck, but man, it's like that is so gorgeous looking.
It's like Walton said, asking how old am I, and if I'm buying recast. I never bought a recast in my life, not knowingly at least.
Never.
But what I'm saying is, you can appreciate the old statues as well. Nothing happened from the day it came out to 4 years later.
Dude,
if they're in condition, they're in mint condition. Like this piece right here, solid piece, been sealed in this box since it was produced. So it's never been opened.
But also, like the Hulkbuster, everybody's opened that up. That piece is still a top piece in the hobby. 100%.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And the price point's still high. It's not like
it's still high. 100%.
It's still high. So that's what I'm trying to get at is if, for me personally, I think this Chung Li's great. I think the price point's actually pretty good if you get the ultimate with everything you got. But I guarantee you, if she doesn't sell out, next year Christmas is going to be on a sale. And you're going to be like, oh, shoot, she's like $700 cheaper than retail. But then the shipping is going to be $1,500.
Yeah. And then fucking Prime was like, why is no one buying our new pieces? Oh, it's like, well, we know why. So
yeah, exactly.
Fuck off.
But yeah, that's our rant for this evening, everybody. We're at the 2-hour 10-minute mark. Yep. Really appreciate everybody jumping in, hanging out with us. Even though I do appreciate Walton on here, even though he's hating on everybody. But
we love Walton. We love Walton.
Yeah, we love the guy. Brandon Korean was in the house. McFly, thanks for jumping on. Let's see, let me go through. We didn't have too many people. Friday, people were working. They're a little bit busier, but that's okay. And then Merc Mutant was in the house, man. Appreciate the love. He's a bigger Deadpool fan than Marcos.
Stop with that. Stop.
Juan Ortega was in the house. Matt was in the house. Let's see who else. Godlike. Thanks for jumping on, Jimmy. Let's see who else. I'm missing somebody here. Anyways, I think was JoJo. Yep, yeah, there he is.
JoJo was in there.
Yeah.
Also, thanks for jumping in as well. I want to thank Marcos for coming on Friday night with us. FBJ, thanks for jumping on as well. I know you had a little difficulties there, man, but really appreciate you jumping on.
Cameras, Lane and FBJ. Come on now, FBJ. Why are the three like the letters are FBJ MCL are the ones that are no camera? Come on now.
Yeah, no camera. Yeah,
You can't do that. MCL.
They're a little shy.
Because we wanted people to be able to stare at your boys' pretty faces tonight instead of our.
The Latinos are not that pretty. The Latinos are not that pretty tonight.
You got that like nice stubble there.
Marcos is a stunt double for Pedro Pascal. That's
yeah.
Don't you dare put that on me. Don't you dare put that on me, bro. I hate that guy with passion. Don't.
I mean, literally, William could be the. We could say you could don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Don't put that evil on me.
Yeah, he's the closest Ricky Bobby with the hat on and stuff.
Yep.
He looks like with Ricky Bobby.
Mr. Fantastic, Mandalorian. Come on, man.
Man, go get into that engineering room with that, mountain lion.
And then, of course, Mr. Lane, no more legend, just MCL. Thank you again, Lane, for sticking.
Medial cruciate ligament. There we go.
You were going to leave a little bit earlier, but I really appreciate you hanging out with us on our rant. We will do an anime stream here soon. A lot of good stuff happening in the anime industry. I think that's some of the topics we need to bring up in the future because anime pieces are always coming out. Most of us here, or all of us, love watching anime.
Yeah, the only one that isn't is Jacob. He's on the show tonight. So
yeah, Jacob didn't show up today either. But I really do appreciate the love, everybody that's here with us on the chat.
That's until they do Lord of the Rings anime.
Yeah,
where you get like a sacred aura, Aragorn with like weird glowing like blue aura around him. Yeah, he's gonna be all. When they put out a Sith scale that's 36 inches tall because it's like 18 inches of aura and weird, see-through plastic and stuff. He'll be all over that stuff.
You'll be all over it. But yeah, so anyways, thank you everybody, and we'll see you next time here at ASV Collectibles.
Thank you.
Take care, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Later, everyone.
Watch One Piece.